So let's get back into it. So we left off here. We got a rave party. We got to find out what this hole in reality is. We got to bust up some rhymes. Got to contact a warship to get up a centrist government. Hardcore, yeah!
Good morning! Yeah! Hardcore! Yeah!
Alright, so
back on the case! No disgrace!
actually, back on the case, no disgrace.
Down to party place.
But yeah, we got to figure out a way to jam up the music even more.
The first page of the second chapter.
Are there lungs on your belt buckle?
For love.
Are lungs for
when
love?
Dolores Day was anointed innocence, her lungs started glowing through her body. For the world loved her, and she loved it back. Yeah!
Bourgeois love from bourgeois god queen towards a world rapidly more bourgeois. That's lungs for you, I guess. Jeez.
Objectively, it was good for its time, and they sort of screwed it up after she passed, like they always do. Don't listen to that retrograde class warrior, Egg.
No nation, but transnation. No war, but class war.
So you're not a thought reader, you're a communist?
He's not a communist. It's just something he likes to yell. He picked it up from a tape jockey at the Elysium. She was a communist, though.
Alright.
Yeah! With the rebel yell!
Hey, Lord Unreal Styrofoam, hello, friend. Best not to be comments having extreme views is detrimental to understanding all sides.
Oh, sure!
That's
I
our
can do that.
centrism speaking.
If you want that, I can avoid taking a stand.
Please don't turn him into a moralist. I don't even know what to say to that.
Be a moralist, Egghead. The balance needs your help.
Aye!
Alright. There we go. We converted them to our political stance in like 2 seconds. The indie game you covered looks awesome. Can't wait to try out. Oh, Pocket Bravery. Yes, very fun game. Highly recommend giving it a shot.
Don't be a lunatic.
But he's not a thought reader, yeah.
Yeah! Revolution imperative!
That's the
Unless
fascism.
you were thinking Revolution imperative right now. Anyway, I've had a similar thing happen with Egg's yelling. I know what you mean.
I wasn't thinking
Hardcore
that.
superstar! It's time to compromise!
Yeah. Obviously, one shouldn't get too hasty with the decision making.
I'm swiftly moving toward a solution which pleases nobody.
You feel Jermaine Egghead's smile is too enthusiastic. But it'll have to do for now.
Your real name, Jermaine?
Dark hardcore! Jermaine Egghead!
Basically, yes it is.
Alright. So how do we pump up the music?
The mother of humanism stands.
Now passing that check. Pair of shoes on. Hot dang. No, I like them shoes. I like the shoes. Not Kim. Okay, apparently we cannot highlight these shoes. That sucks. Or we can highlight them, but we can't click them.
Oh,
Alright,
hey,
we're gonna talk to the
man.
other
It's
guys
good to
here.
see you.
Alright, yeah. Well. What's with the
It's to
hair?
express my individuality.
Is that a bald spot? It's hard to tell for sure with the fused together spikes.
Ah, it's
but it
because you're
looks like he's-
balding,
Well,
Baldo.
because I'm balding, yes. I want to fuse the remains of my hair together before it leaves me. I want to show my hair. I don't give a fuck how old you think I am. I'm 20,
How old are you?
not 20.
Yeah, I figured. Fair enough.
Maybe it was a bad idea. Anyway,
Even with 4 pluses and a 3 in the stat, so we're rocking an effective 7. Man, challenge says impossible.
goodbye.
So,
Welcome back.
alright. There.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Look at the
They're
clothes, bud.
hardcore. They're
Is
just
it?
clothes.
I thought there'd be more to it.
It's just a style, you know, normal hard style. Anyone could.
Let's look at the question real quick. What did it say? Make it more hardcore. This may take a while. Oh, maybe I can't do it just yet. Maybe I can't do it just yet. Okay, then we're gonna move on with this.
Yes, what is it?
Alright, you plugged in the cable, you can now unmute your speakers.
Okay, but think you can ask him to turn the volume down a bit?
Maximum!
Maybe not.
Maximum is the only way!
I know it is, but could you please turn it down just this instance? Just this one time?
Pump it to the brick! Pump it to the hard master! There's no
Huh?
other way! Glue style!
Oops.
See? He pumps it to the hard master. It's hopeless.
I think what Egghead's trying to say is the volume buck is stuck on maximum.
Of course it is.
Yeah! Permanent enlightenment! Ray of sound!
There you go.
Never mind then. Let's get on with our project. I'm going to unmute the speakers on a count of 5. Everyone ready?
Egghead pumps his hand up in the air, waiting for the beat to drop.
Born ready!
Right?
Ready.
I'm ready if you two are detectives.
The lieutenant nods stoically.
Alright, let's do it.
Suddenly, your palms are sweaty. The church seems cold and large. Somehow, there's tightness in your chest. Anxiety.
Do it. Do it.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mute disengaged.
Complete silence fills the room.
No wind outside. No waves. No floorboards creaking. Total, continuous silence. This is the woman looks around. In the silence, you see dust move on the floorboards. The driver of the speaker vibrates.
This is
in
total
the air
silence, too.
and then stops.
Perhaps the Colda Mambadaqua.
Plasterwork begins to crumble down the walls. In the silence, a low hum starts
It's
creeping up
going
your
down
spine.
here.
It's a song inside you, not in the speakers, not in the room. A great bass sigh in the basement of your mind. Slowly, it builds until the air around you starts to vibrate. It's out there now, in the world, made manifest. It will devour everything. The floorboards, the glass, the streets and the people. Nothing will remain.
Guys, what's going on?
It's getting louder.
Isn't it getting quieter?
In the basins, the water looks like it's boiling.
Hosiana! Mother of Mega!
In his mind, a tidal wave approaching from afar, swallowing entire coastlines on its way. Salvation. He's peaking, the worst high he's ever been on.
Never heard anything this hardcore in my life.
The beauty and the beat! The future of dance! Planetary!
No, Egg! It's the window!
In the corner of your eye, the lieutenant steps aside, cautiously.
The window is going to come down. No, the roof!
Cracks appear on the stained glass window.
Big window.
Cracks run up the wooden pillars in the dark.
Come down to earth! Love!
Below it, all the bass grows, like the jaws of a giant compressor gnawing on metal and wood. It does not sound benevolent.
We've
at
unlocked
all.
something.
That's it. I'm muting it.
Don't panic, it's beautiful.
Beautiful car! Beautiful life!
Right,
Shit.
again.
It doesn't stop. A seal?
Oh, she's
Have
breaking.
Yes, I've turned it off. Andre, pull the compressor. The place is gonna come down.
Fuck! I can't shut it up. The signal's passed. It's not in here. It's...
This is it. A great roar. The vault of the roof twists above you. Glass shatters somewhere near the door. It's coming down.
Egghead, don't stop.
But then it stops. Totally and utterly. As if there never was a sound. Only your ears still ring from the shock. Everybody is staring at Egghead holding a dangling cable in his hand. A black 3-pin connector.
Egg.
I pulled the plug. It was getting too hardcore.
You are a betrayer. There's no such thing as too hardcore.
You did good, Egg. Most of the place seems to be intact. Fucking hell. Programmer lady, tell me you were recording that.
4 years. 22 people. Millions of reals. All that time? This is what we were up against. Just erased it. Suliswolf isn't gonna believe this.
Yeah, but did you record it though? It was dope. I think we can use it.
Yes,
Okay.
Andre. I recorded it. Damn, I need to send some letters now. Thank you all for doing this. Eggman, you
right.
too. And you, officer.
What was that?
It was mathematical information from the anomaly, presented as a waveform. That's what it was technically. Theoretically, I have no idea. I've never
Was it
even
the
heard
Pale?
of
The Code de
anything like this.
Mamadakwa?
A voice seems muffled in the silent church. It's your ears adjusting after
Did
the...
you
It
hear
was
that, Kim?
very hard not to. I think you're right. There is something going on here. And you need to be very careful with it.
I promise, officer. We will not play it again.
You gonna write
Yes,
your friends
our
here?
lead designer. And maybe some of the producers too. And some of the writers. If they're sober enough to open a transmission.
That it wasn't her fault. Or theirs.
They need to hear about this. Don't worry, I won't send the recording. Although I doubt they have the speakers to produce the frequency anyway.
And then, so what happens now?
Stay here. I'm going to stay here with these lunatics. Send letters, maybe meet Suliswolf. Also devise further measurements.
I want you to know that's totally chill with us.
Right then.
I don't care, but thank you anyway.
Whatever we got, it was a small feed into the other.
That's the best she can manage for Andre.
Wasn't
It's quite
of
a
our
lot in
world.
truth. For her, at least.
At least maybe not.
Now, I have a theory to come up with. Some kind of preliminary explanation to all this. Or the letter will sound like I've lost my mind.
Yes. And we have to get back to stabilizing Martinez. Instead of demolishing it with loud bass noise of unknown origins.
Some tiny hard thing lets go in your stomach. You're still alive. You have an explanation for all this. Somewhere deep in you, you know. The person you were knows.
+1, heard of Doom commercial area. +1, investigate Doom commercial area. +2, heard of Motorway South. That's the Pale. And +2, cop of the Apocalypse. Hang on a second.
Yes, what is it?
I'm 90% sure it has something to do with the Pale. We have negative logic right now. This is a check I actually want to see if I can get. So if we have negative logic, it means we have items that are giving us negative logic. So do we have anything that would give us plus logic? One thing, alright. Alright. So shirt and glasses. Shirt, glasses, hat. Okay, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this here. So shirt, glasses. That hat. This hat, which is better apparently. Alright, okay. What does that put our check up to if we put all these friggin' nerd clothes?
Yes, what is it?
Wow, look at that! Alright, maybe I should have been doing this, just like playing dress up for every one of the hard checks. Alright, now that we're dressed like a nerd, that means we
Yes,
can think
what
like a
is it?
nerd. And our 8% chance went to 83%. Form a theory on the 2mm hole in the world.
All you hear is
Fuck
silence.
off. Eh. No, come on. I just do all that just to get fucked on the roll. We're reloading that. Fuck you. We're owed this. We're owed this.
Yes, what is it?
You don't have
See,
to.
there we go.
You already have. A long time ago.
There we go. Ow.
These thoughts formed in you somewhere in a long
it is the
forgotten
pail.
discussion behind the kitchen table in the evening light, drinking coffee and smoking with a friend and a woman. She was there too. Her hair smelled of shampoo as she was smoking.
It's the origin point of the pail.
What?
The swallow. It's how it starts. It's baby pail.
But Pale isn't here. We're thousands of kilometers from the edge.
That comforts her.
Look up. We're 20 meters away from the edge.
She looks up into the darkness under the nave, then back at you.
The pail is only an effect, transitioning the world and that.
Then what is that?
It's nothing. No, it's less.
Less than nothing. The final rest state of reality. Imagine all this ever was.
Then the Pale is...
Curdling
But
milk?
the milk, it clearly hasn't started curdling yet. We're here, and the Pale is not.
One day when it's larger, it will be. That's one thing we learned earlier, right? The pail is expanding. It's something people don't want to think about. But it's getting bigger and bigger. It's like nothingness that is like between the continents of the world.
I understand. A theory of the Pale where instead of an outer ocean, it metastasizes. Like a cancer or a mold. Erupting in points inside the world.
This is one of those places.
According to this, how long...
Until it starts swallowing everything, it's already started, starting with sound.
And information, causing data losses in the East Insulindian front. Have you considered why it's formed in a church? And also when or how it might start growing, or if it has other effects, in addition to sound and data?
An intellectual hunger fills her now, casting fear.
So, this theoretical pale end of the world could happen within their lifetime.
I also have a question, since we are piling them on. How do you know this? I'm not doubting you. I'm simply curious as to how a detective of the RCM
knows how to think this.
Didn't form the church. I think I've had this thought before. That's how
an
I know.
amateur anthropomedic police officer. I'd like to say I've heard stranger things, but I'm not sure.
Yes, it is very interesting. But I wouldn't say you know. This is a guess. One that's going to have to be proved by anthroponetic scientists.
Didn't form the church, turned formed around it.
Of course! A pine wood sarcophagus. Or a containment facility of some kind. Built by the first settlers.
Instinctual level, acting, religious practice we've forgotten.
I have considered the same. The bad news is there were 7 pinewood churches built in the first decade of provincial settlement. Most of them were burnt down during the revolution, or repurposed before, during the suzerain. I'm not saying all of them have one in them, but...
Some of them might. A black grain hanging in the air.
All the failed businesses in the Doom commercial area. All the failure Martinet.
You think the presence of that puncture has somehow influenced the outcome of events here?
I love how just
Even
putting on a
say
different outfit,
software
all of a sudden,
development.
my brain's expanded. Like this weird entropy death of the world. Versus before, I'm just a thug that breaks shit open.
She already made up her mind when she heard it. Some kind of great and uncaring force had to play a part. It wasn't only them.
Even the revolution was defeated here. It's kind of an entrepreneuric history.
I told the producers we need to go and move to a normal office building. With amenities. But no, the artists like the milieu, the writers like the history.
Yeah, let them know they could be
I told
affected.
them. You mean Plaisance and the Dice Maker? There was almost no one left when we packed up.
Both of them.
Then go tell them.
Alright. Well,
She falls silent. The wind blows in through the hole in the stained glass window.
yeah, one day the whole world will be like the
and
small hole.
moist.
I'm going to leave that out. But the rest, some of this I can use to start to explain this to the rest of the team.
Man, you will certainly sound man.
One more thing. Maybe a club for anodic music isn't the worst thing you can erect around this particular point in space.
The club is the only thing keeping this place and the rest of the reality together.
I wouldn't go so far as to...
Yeah! Once the light is on in the universe, it will never go out.
Thank you, Egghead. Let's leave it at that, shall we? We have anthroponetic detection to perform in this district.
Alright. There we go. So in forming our little club, we learned the eventual death of the world. And it's literally starting right here. In the center. Look at that, even the game sounds different when you're in there. Heavy stuff. Is that hardcore enough for you, Egghead? Jesus Christ. Alright, let's get out of these freaking nerd clothes. Oh no, I still got a piece of logic on me. Get it off me! The hat. Where's my beanie? There we go. There, my logic is now back in the negatives, where it belongs. That was a brief madness that came over me. I look sick. Got my beanie and my tracksuit, jacket, and pants. Fucking sick as always meant to be.
A better deal! Yeah!
Oh, wait a second. We got a skill point. We're gonna unlock our last thought cabinet. Well, what do we got left? We don't got many left. Cleaning out the rooms. Here, eyes on here. Once again, I don't know what all these do in the end, so gonna Google them real quick here just to see what the bonuses are when they're done. Oh, okay. This one's all up. Pass the difficult logs check with Sona at the church. +1 to suggestion, +1 Inland Empire, +1 to rhetoric. Okay. So it's strictly all upside. We're doing it. And that is our last possible thought cabinet. There is many, many, many more options than you could possibly ever actually get, which is good because it leads to more playthroughs. Like some stuff here, like I never got Hobocop in my first game, or like half these. But that comes from different stats, right? Different things. So there we go. All right, let's get this quick save here. Oh, now we can talk to her about contacting the airship.
A better deal! Yeah!
Yeah, so that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome and scary. Very hardcore. Too hardcore, in fact. I couldn't control it at all.
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
Inside your chest, the heart beats still with the after effects of the sound. Imagine if you could harness that power, making it possible.
What if this is the answer to Van X Jam? We can use the sound for bass.
But how?
Oh, you know what? Then we're gonna do the same idea. Okay. Wait, what check was that? That interfacing? We're gonna put on clothes for interfacing next.
A better deal! Yeah!
Interfacing, yeah. Our interfacing is kind of shit. So let's try that again. Just a different wardrobe change, and all of a sudden we're gods. I don't think we have many interfacing clothes here. In fact, it might be only we got the horn. Yeah, we only got the one. Or does that change that check too?
That's a deal! Yeah!
Still, okay. So, basically, no matter what, then we're probably not getting that one. Oh, even our gloves are the tracksuit, eh? Look at that. I just realized that. This got shoes or something. It's sick. Alright, you know what? This one I'm not too concerned about. We'll try it and fail it.
That's a deal! Yeah!
Oh, it's 8%. Okay. I thought it was 3% either way. Okay.
That's a deal! Yeah!
Better than nothing. Oh.
Bzz, 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 goes the track in the background, never ending. You can't grasp what's missing, but you can try to make something up anyway.
Just make it up. There's no way the speed freak can tell the difference.
You scrape the moldy recesses of your brain for some technological sounding jargon. It'll impress the large-headed speed freak.
Dude, you gotta reroute the sound juice through the fluxifier.
The fluxifier? Where is that?
Show you how it's done. I'm a pro.
As you fiddle with the knobs on the mixer, the young man stares with amazement.
Copman can ride the knobs! So cool!
Whatever it is you did, it seems to have helped slightly. Maybe now you'll be able to make sense of it.
Hey, shit, yeah, look at that. That actually fucking upped our chances. +1, fiddle with the knobs. Okay. Okay. So now we got like almost a 1 in 5 chance. Oh, quick save. See? Failure isn't always a bad thing in this game.
Yeah! Medium car!
Here's an idea. Say what you said before, the exact same thing. Or wait, say something that's only marginally different. It will yield a drastically different...
Gotta crank up the oscillator matrix.
Oscillator matrix? Where is that?
Oh, maybe that's top secret cop tech.
Top secret cop tech! Mega cool! You gotta bring us some, big sheriff! The future of hard sign depends on it!
Don't listen to him. He's making shit up.
Hey, fuck
There's
you.
no top secret cop audio tech. There's other top
Now
secret
we're locked
spying
out.
on people tech, most likely.
Alright, we're trying. Get our real gloves on, not those fake gloves. We tried. Alright, now let's talk to her about contacting that airship.
Yes, what is it? No. Yes. And no. You're
Alright,
right.
it's gotta be one of these
I'm
checks
not.
here. Why is
I
there so many
brought them here.
machines?
These are my machines. Please don't touch anything. I use the
yeah?
AR1 as my RAIN prefix processing unit. RAIN prefix is... Yes? You really don't know anything about radio computers, do you? All right.
Nope.
Well...
All right.
all
Looks like
radio
I'm back in the
computers
saddle.
perform
What
operations
luck.
saddle.
This three-eyed cowboy
So
is
in
going
order
for
to gain
one
more
last
processing power,
ride.
You need to
Roofle
invest in a
Jacko
good
Dude Shake
antenna.
Roofle Minion Happy.
Hey, Lord King Hoodwink, thank you very much for the sub, friend. Appreciate it. And 3 months now, so you should have the coveted orangutan badge. Thank you very much, friend.
On the front. It's all around us. I guess it is, but it's not anyway.
All right,
She
we
likes
talked
telling me
before.
this. It calmed her nerves.
Great.
All right. Let me check that quest. The Source of the Doom, Form Dice Maker, more harder core. Oh yeah, we got to go to Kuno with our drugs here. Badged up, yes sir. Look at that fine looking orangutan. Take on lab responsibility. Okay, there we go. Come up with a suitable attention for the giant antenna. Okay, that's like the bunker up north. Bunker up north. Oh, wait. Just to double check. For some reason, I feel like I didn't click. Okay, I did. So we're learning our last two. Motorway South, which is also about the pail. And cleaning out the rooms, which is about the pail. So kind of having negative thoughts, I guess, about the destruction of the world. I think it was right here. They said something about it.
An old door, worn by...
It's military. The washerwoman mentioned it's the washerwoman mentioned...
Oh, wait, no. There's... I remember now. Yeah, further up north, there's the actual antenna. I think it's like right around here. Oh, fuck. Morty seems important somehow. Wait, no, this isn't an antenna? Or is it? I have no idea. What does the quest say again? My bad. Here, let me check here. Come up with a suitable location for the giant antenna. I remember dude was talking about something. I thought it was that bunker, but I guess I was wrong.
Just dead poor things.
Maybe I'll talk to him again. Might give me a refresher. I thought he was talking about that, but that was like not today, so maybe my memory is shot in that regard. Could very well be. So we'll ask him one more time.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Oh. I'm up for a site. Okay, so I need to pass that check, I guess. I remember she was an option.
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks. I brought them here. These are my machines.
Why do you need
I
an
use
antenna?
the AR1 as... Yes? You really... Alright. Well, I guess, but it's... Anyway.
She liked telling me this. It calmed her nerves.
What do you on the radio
The
computer?
machine seems almost...
Could you...
It's not just rudeness.
Great. No? Yes. And I don't...
Okay.
Wow.
It's not in the checks. Okay. Maybe if we put on an item, it'll give us an ability to do that check again.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Skill points into conceptualization. Let's see if we change our item for a conceptualization item. Let us review the thing.
Yo, man, what's on your mind?
Does not. It does not. Maybe talking to him ruined our chances of doing it with her, though? Well, I guess the worst, we'll have to level it up and try again. No, because it can't be the end of it, right? Like, the quest can't be locked up on skill check with Dum Dum.
Yes, what is it?
We got other things to do right now, so we'll do those real quick before we worry about this stuff to death. Other things to do on the mainland. We're gonna kill some time anyways, because our main like plot progression quest can't happen till later at night anyways right now. So might as well. Might as well. Actually, it's probably good about time to talk to these guys, I guess, if any.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Oh, good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits
Speed.
I can let go for 300 real.
Drugs, smoke.
I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
Well, I don't need any drugs.
In the civilized world, it's a custom to tip the shopkeep, friend. But
No, it's not.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call Abigail!
I'll call whoever I want.
Abigail! Don't call her!
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Tell me about your friends, like he's in a
Don't you
condition.
fucking call her! Hear me? Abigail?
Why shouldn't I call
He
Abigail?
snorts and beckons you to lean in.
Lean in.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
What's your name?
Don't call Abigail.
I'm an important official of investigation. I demand you answer my questions.
There's no use in yelling at drunks.
Isn't
He's
there,
barely.
The drunk man starts coughing, a really disgusting, hacking cough. He does not sound well at all.
Where am
the
I?
man hiccups.
Don't call.
There was little chance he'd be a relaxed.
And he's done. Done like dinner.
Tequila Sunset.
That's my nom de guerre.
It definitely is.
You know me?
Oh, do I? Of course. Don't you remember?
I do not remember.
Aha. Do you want to know how Tequila Sunset
That's our
came to be?
conceptualization name.
Tequila Sunset. Something ominous there.
Go ahead.
Mhm. Let me take a sip to moisten up my cords. Tequila Sunset rolled into Martinez last Friday. And by Tequila Sunset, I mean you. The man.
So we met on Friday.
Hey, let's not jump ahead of ourselves. This is your story. You got here on Friday to solve a case, hoping to be the early bird who gets the worm. And by the worm, I mean the buzz. Because as far as I know, all you did was get piss drunk. Word on the street is you went around the local hostel telling people that you're a police officer, and that it would be really fucked up if you shot yourself in the head right in front of them. That's pretty high concept, if you ask me.
I'd say so.
Oh yeah, that's totally your style. The lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He's listening as casually as he can.
That's not the first time this has come up.
Hey, man, I'm not judging. This life's a valley of woes. Some of the highest concept people in history have killed themselves. Either way, it was a late Saturday night when we, the Union of Moribund Alcoholics, got our drink on. Nothing remarkable about this, we get our drink on 24/7. One moment we hear the sound of a motor carriage revving up somewhere on the plaza.
Do you remember the sound of wood cracking?
Naturally, loud noises pique the interest of anybody owning a pair of ears. That's just the reality we're in.
Naturally.
Anyway, there was a brief silence. A gasp of silence, if you will. Followed by a real commotion. Sounded like someone jumped the canal. We grabbed our brewskis and rushed to the jetty. Never underestimate the speed of an alcoholic. What we saw was a sight to behold. A beat-up police carriage containing you. Right there on the beach. You revved the engine and screamed at the top of your lungs, "The time hath come!" So, naturally, being the curious cat I am, I asked what time hath come. To which you replied, "The time hath come for Tequila Sunset, the end of all things."
Every word I said was true. Tequila Sunset will break the looms of reality.
Yeah, looms. Why not?
Your hands cramp on the steering levers.
We ran towards the ice whilst you crawled your way out, miraculously unhurt, covered in seaweed and shit. When we finally got there, you were sitting on the beach crying. You said that your badge and uniform were in the car. It was too late to get in there, though. The carriage had sunk too deep. Recognizing a brother in need, we offered our condolences and invited you to party with us. which you naturally agreed to.
Naturally.
What else was there to do? Thank you, brothers, for your helping hand.
We asked about the whole Tequila Sunset thing, and you told us it was your name now, and insisted that we all call you that from then on.
Was Tequila Sunset a name or an event?
I think you said that you were the event, and that you would smash the looms of reality.
There you go.
I knew I'd heard that looms line before.
My name is Harry.
No, that's just what your mother called you. Your real name is Tequila Sunset.
How long we
just
party for?
embrace it, brother. Hours. It was an all-night drink-a-thon. Then, at some point, I think it was Sunday morning, you got belligerent and wanted to talk about Revacholian women. How they're beautiful and also whores and so on. How one of them fucked you real bad.
Yeah, we got this
After
ex-wife
a short
scenario
while, you crossed
that
the
he's not
event
exactly looking forward to
horizon, looked
facing.
sullen, got up, and left without saying anything.
Wow, that's quite a story.
Yeah, I bet Tequila's a fucking legend around the precinct. You must be proud to work with him.
If you only knew.
You gotta read on what kind of cop I was?
You kept calling yourself a goddamn superstar who'd cleared 501 cases. No thanks to the squares at the precinct, as you put it.
Talk about politics?
Yeah, you kept talking about how the coal mine owners were fucking us all over, just like that woman fucked you. I didn't agree with you, by the way. The spectral hand of the market makes sure everyone gets exactly what they deserve.
Say anything about the case?
Yeah, you said it was no biggie and that you'd solve it in no time. And that you didn't need anyone to do it. You're doing it solo now.
A lot of cops go solo and hermit once they reach that level of alcoholism.
It's not meant as a joke. He's sorry for the hermit cop.
I mentioned losing anything else?
Beside your gun and your badge, you said something about your hope or heart or something. In retrospect, I guess you lost your motor carriage too? That's a big one.
Say anything about the specific person who fucked me over?
You were pretty vague about it, but you kept saying you got fucked real hard, and that we've all been fucked too.
Please, don't open that door.
No one's fucked me. I do the fucking around here. Abigail.
It seemed pretty painful, to be honest with you.
Say
If I
anything about my
had to
colleagues?
guess, you told us that they were a bunch of fucking losers whose main interest was cramping your style.
I think that's fair.
It's more like you were cramping theirs.
No.
No specifics, though. It was more about you. It's
Okay,
a
enough of
hard
that.
thing for a man to confront his past. That's why I avoid mine at all costs.
You seem like you're characterized by your storytelling ability. You want to tell me another one sometime?
Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Bet
Is what you
Alright,
always say. But the words choke in your throat. Do you really want to miss out on all this good stuff? Perhaps it's significant.
Yeah, stories suck. I don't want to hear any of them ever.
What? Jeez. I told you I wasn't much of a storyteller.
Yeah, that's right. I bet you can tell a story now.
Tequila, whoop-de-doo. So
All right,
it
how'd you become idiot
depends,
Doom Spiral?
really. Are you willing to help me?
The gleam in his eyes
You
and
want
the
booze,
slouch.
don't you?
I don't want it, man. I need it. So, have you got anything for good old idiot Doom Spiral? A bottle for a story. Seems fair to me.
All right, how about the special strike brew?
Interesting.
One that riles everyone up.
This is what they use to keep the working man going.
Hey, Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too.
Well, let's see where this goes,
My
I guess.
actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder/junior partner at a high concept creative services agency. When my story begins, I had just landed a major contract with an insurance firm. I used
Okay.
the profits from my agency to finance what I called a cultural incubator. abstract value generation. I
Alright, so
developed the
NFTs?
paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
Does jogging help?
It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I could conquer the world. But now dreams are worn thin, much like my tracksuit. One day I left on my evening run. As you may know, it's impossible to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
He's right. It's incredibly annoying. His eyes are clouded. His dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan.
And then that turned me into a drunk.
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet. Very quickly.
wet?
Wet, okay? It was raining really hard. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
I would land on my feet. I got feline reflexes.
No, you don't.
Shut up.
Whatever. The point is, reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up. So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my apartment key. I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on. I don't begrudge them, especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Heavy is the head that wears the crown.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office, but when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. And since I hired only the best,
all right, so a big cavalcade of
and I couldn't get
misfortunes.
Anyway, long story short, life spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company, well,
I
you
feel like
see
these
where
are
I'm going with
solvable
this.
problems.
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
There's this black point in the whole world, a hole. It's already claimed the entire commercial area. Maybe you're another one of his victims?
This would explain a lot.
There you go, the pale got him.
I always believed it wasn't my fault that I ended up homeless on the beach with these two bums. God bless them, though. I'd be alone without them. Anyway, that was all the story one bottle gets you. Almost empty.
Alright, alright. I'm stuck. Stuck. Get out of here. There we go. Alright, let's give a small child illegal drugs. That's the next step of our journey. Kim! Get out of the way. There we go. You know, I wasn't gonna give him the drugs. But then, you know what? He won't get a chance to be like his old dad, I guess. Old dad's a worthless drunk. At least he lived long enough to see it. So might as well be happy in the meantime. So the pale takes over the world. And then we'll go bum out the other two people, telling them about this, that the world's gonna end. Kuno, buddy. What's up? We're mates now. You know it.
Fuck does
Sorry, I
Kuno
couldn't
care?
get the shit out of your dad. Took care of the drug situation.
Alright, so you got Kuno's kilo. Here is how we do it. First, you give Kuno
You got no
Kuno's
kilo.
then Kuno gives you half back. That's how we split it. It's the best way. Street way.
Yeah, I ain't gonna ask how I got past your dad.
Word on the street is, you sent your little friend in dressed as a hooker. Distraction style. That's some sick shit.
Not a single muscle moves on the lieutenant's face.
Kuno wants to hear all about it, but first we split the kilo, then we shoot the shit.
By kilo, you mean gram,
Kuno
right?
knows what Kuno means.
All right, here you go.
Wow, that's heavy. There you go. More than half in there. Kuno's fucking honourable like that.
All right.
There is no movement on the lieutenant's face as he stares intently at the trash
We just did a
container.
drug deal with a little child.
But he does not approve.
Now tell me, how the fuck are you still alive, pig?
All right. Not the easy life you got going on in there, kid.
The fuck do you know about Kuno's life? Kuno's got plans. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got plans.
6 meters underground, below piping
There's
from
shivers
before
going
the
off
war,
being crazy
the
again.
collapsed remains of the Martinez storm drain system.
Kuno, I met your
There are
dad.
2
Yeah, you do some sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
Your dad's a half-dead alcoholic.
What? Fuck right. Kuno's dad was sleeping like a bum. Kuno told ya. Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit about anything. Fucking breaking and entering shit. That's nothing to Kuno's dad. You got lucky, pig. Kuno knew this. Kuno's fucking violent fiend dad's been drinking hard lately. Kuno knew you have a way in. Narrow window. Kuno window.
Whatever scary thing he might have been, he's nothing now.
Yeah, Kuno's dad is fucking nothing. Fucking coma shit, stroke shit. Kuno's dad is so fucking violent. He's had a stroke many times. Shit, Kuno's gonna have one too. Gonna be just like Kuno's dad. Speed shit, crime shit, fucking on the bed. Kuno's gonna go out like Kuno's dad. Revachol West style.
Stop saying all this sad shit, Kuno.
There's a touch of grief in there.
Fuck are you talking, sad? Kuno's got hard shit, death shit, nothing shit.
You don't gotta turn to that, Kuno.
Get your fucking nun ass out of here before Kuno fucks it dead.
There we go.
You think 'cause you brought Kuno 1 gram of speed, you're friends now? Turn into... Kuno ain't turning into shit. Kuno is that shit.
If he doesn't stop soon, he's going to collapse from exhaustion. He's red all over.
Kuno won! Oh, you won, Kuno!
He did not win. There is a crack in there now, and it's spreading across the face of his certainty.
Yeah, Kuno, you're going down, bud. There's a textbook with your name on it.
Yeah, so fucking what?
There's Kuno, not Kuno. Kuno de Ryuta.
Fuck are you talking to Kuno about that kiddie shit?
I like your normal name.
He's trying to fuck you again.
Fuck out of here. Kuno knows it's fucking lame. That's why Kuno changed it. Kuno can change his name into anything. Gonna change my name into
Don't change your name into that, Kuno.
Yeah, it's probably not gonna get you far in life. Yeah, a lot of unpaid utility bills there.
fuck right there were. Fucking 3 years or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, your dad can't handle things anymore.
Fuck that shit. Kuno's gonna move underground. Lead I am shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna live in a fucking catacomb.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
Alright,
Yeah,
let's try some
you
other
do
stuff
some
here.
sambo shit, sneak in. Is the hooker thing real?
killed
What
your
is
dad.
this shit? He's fucked up on roids to drink more. You can't kill him. Kuno's dad says he'll die by his own hand. Die suicide style.
In his mind, his father isn't vulnerable the way other mortals are.
Alright. He sneaked in and got
You
out.
got lucky. Kuno's dad was out getting more drink. Kuno knew that. That's why he sent you the fuck. Yeah!
6 meters underground, below piping from before the war.
Fuck right there where. Fucking.
Gotta find
that's
somewhere else
right.
to live.
It's a shithole. Kuno's gonna move underground. Leroy shit. Ancient shit. Kuno's gonna.
Yeah, in a tomb, Kuno.
All right.
Yeah, pig. This shit is done. Now get the fuck out of Kuno's face. Kuno needs to drop the bomb. The fuck about it? You're
All right, anything else we got from him that's
the
new?
kingdom of Kuno. Yeah, whatever. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, pig.
All right, I'm
Kuno
off.
doesn't fucking care.
Hey, you're a tough kid, Kuno. Except for the part where you're not.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
One step
Looks like
closer.
it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
She means it. The fear is real.
I want to ask you some questions. Take another step.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Hmm. Hey, you behind the fence.
You don't want to fuck with me. I got my hands bloody. I'm not here, pig. You're not seeing this.
You can still see the top of her hat from behind the fence.
Okay.
Fuck does Kuno care? Kuno.
All right, Kuno. So we fucked with you. Now it's time to fuck with the people over here. One big parade of just messing with people. Hey, little girl, what's up?
Every snowflake.
Nope, nothing new. Gotcha. Hey, lady. The world's gonna end. What's up?
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime,
I found the
Romance.
source of the
What do
doom.
you mean the actual source? Earlier, you told me there was no curse.
My investigation has led me to discover a 2mm intraplanetic hole in reality. It's the source of the doom, both in the commercial area and Martinez.
A what?
A tiny hole in reality, may be connected with the Pale, the origin of sorts. It would explain the historically so many things have ended failure here.
Ma'am, what he's saying is true. We found an anthroponetic anomaly in the small Pinewood Church down the coast. I don't mean to be an alarmist, and more research is needed, but it's not looking good.
But that's not in any of the ancient texts. How am I supposed to protect my bookstore from that?
She's too afraid to even say
Don't.
the word. Whatever you do, don't take away her hope. The only weapon against total absence.
Ooh. That was a legendary check. Maybe I shouldn't fuck with her on this one. Can't protect against the Pale. Close up and try to get as far away as possible. You can protect it with hope. I refuse to give up. That's what people have done in the past. Building churches as worship or anything. Alright, protect it with hope.
You're right, officer. I can't just leave everything. After all this work, this little bookstore has become the corner store of our neighborhood. Besides, didn't I have some Sailite hope catchers around here somewhere? I must find them.
There you go. Hope catchers.
Everything will be all right if I can just find
That'll
them.
do it.
Thank you for your help in any case. You're welcome back here anytime.
Alright. Now let the dice maker know. Oh, it's so fucking dark here. Gotta equip the flashlight. There we go. I can't see without the freaking flashlight. Go this way. Spin around through here. Wait, no. He's up there, I think. Yeah, okay, she is. Hey, Dice Lady.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Oh, there's a check here. Hang on a second. We'll try the check first, see what that gets us.
Oh, it's you again. Are you looking for a die?
Why hasn't her business failed? +1 remote viewer, +2 found the 2mm hole in the world.
Aside from getting naked,
No! We're getting close to the end of the game now. I don't want to fail any more big checks. I want answers is what I want. Especially with 70%,
oh,
man.
it's
Come
you
on.
again. Are you looking for a die?
We failed like the 89% chance before, too. I'm done with the game screwing me.
A gust of cold air sweeps through the chimney. The stones and minerals on the shelves rattle as though agitated.
Got a theory,
For a
but I know why
moment,
your
it
business
almost
hasn't failed.
feels as though you're outside the...
Didn't we already talk about this?
Yeah, it's because you're not in the same building. This isn't the Doom commercial area. Okay,
What are
there we
you
go.
talking about? My address is exactly the same. Rue de Saint-Guilain 10.
No, the old coal plant that used to be here was subsumed into the new venture. Its ruins.
It's not the
swallowed
old
up.
coal plant. You're in a chimney of
Yet it has
another
a different
building.
address.
This doesn't make any sense. Are you saying my business was spared because of a technicality? Where is this coming from?
Using logic, it's windy here. You probably haven't sealed the chimney crown.
You're right. I should take it. Does it mean that I'm safe from failure?
Don't let her
We'll get
become
there in a
complacent.
second.
She still needs to ward her soul against the evil forces.
Yeah. Only the workshop's protected. You should do something to defend your person.
She starts laughing, her fingers trying to rub away the exhaustion
What are you
from her
laughing
face.
Do you know what this is?
Lucky Charm?
It's a mourning ring. I made this when my first company failed. It was a small jewelry shop right here in the East Delta Commerce Center, built with the little I inherited from my parents. I drove it into the ground within a year. I didn't have what you would call a viable business plan.
Oh, Lord Red Dragoner, wish you all an excellent evening. Well, thank you very much, friend. Thank you. There you go. See, the curse is real. You didn't run jewelry shop from the protective depths of the chimney.
No, you're right. I didn't. It
you
wasn't
go.
just a jewelry shop either. I always thought that it was
Of course,
just
now
a
we know the
work
actual
and you were
answer,
supposed
apparently.
to try again and again until you finally succeed. And now you're telling me what? That it was all because I didn't run my little shops and ventures from a dump inside an abandoned chimney?
Coincidence is all that safeguards us.
Yeah. Or maybe it's the entire world that's cursed. It's such a precarious place. Nothing ever works out the
I'm
way
going
you
to dump that
want
on you
it.
in a second, lady. I'm sorry.
That's why people like role-playing games. You can be whoever you want to be, you can try again. Still, there is something inherently
Yeah, you
violent
forced me
even
to
about
freaking reload
dice
my
rolls.
quick save, lady.
It's like every time you cast a die, something disappears. Some alternative ending, or an entirely different world. But anyway, thanks for sharing your theories,
game.
officer.
Okay, so now we just did that. Here's the actual thing.
You mean the curse
Everyone's
that
going
I'm
to die.
scared of because I live outside its immediate reach?
A bit more complicated than we thought it might be.
I'm listening.
There's a 2mm hole in reality located in the church outside the canal.
Excuse me?
And
A
it's
2 millimeter hole
related
in
to the pail.
reality? This can't be true.
It is true.
I'm afraid it is, ma'am. Sona Lukanen killed the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, made the discovery.
Sona is involved in this? So it's even worse than I thought. It's not just the commercial area that's cursed, it's the entire world.
Yeah, it is.
She looks outside the window where daylight has filled the yard.
Well, it's not. The entire world's not doomed yet.
Just Martinez?
Maybe just Martin.
In any case, thank you for stopping by. It's good to have an answer, even if I can't claim to understand it fully.
Well, there you go. So we let him know what's up about what's up. Lord Ayusami Wonton. Hello, friend. Send a kiss. That's inappropriate. Here. What I'll send you is a Ryu. There we go. There's a Shoryuken. There you go. All right. Now, what did we? Got some waiting to do here. Gotta be some other stuff to get done here. Oh, hey! I bet the lady that taught us about the pail to begin with will love to hear how it's going to destroy Martinet. Thank you very much. Well, there you go, friend. Glad to help you out. Hey, thanks for teaching me about the pail. Did you know it's literally right here in Revachol?
You're back. Good.
No?
What can I help you with? More lessons in
reality?
basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead. Glad to have been of
I guess we got
assistance.
nothing new. Nothing new. Okay. Ought to be worth a shot. Ought to be worth a shot. Alright, what's our task say? Not smoking. Take on loud responsibility. Yeah, we can still do that. We gotta level up so we can do the check. Get the whole story from Titus. Yeah, okay. We can talk to Titus. We might have another chance to redo our check with him. Let's head back there.
That's right, everyone of my race can become a giant gorilla.
Hello, friend Giant Gorilla. EX Roofle Uppercut? Yes, sir. So can we do this check again with Titus?
It's you again. What is it?
Flashing a flashlight in your eye. You like that? Bet you don't. Locked. This is rhetoric. We have so many pluses to it as well. We gotta put a skill point to let him know he's being 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pluses. But we only got 1 point to put into a thing, so if we gotta put a point to redo the skill check, I'd rather do it on the antenna. I'm gonna talk to you in a while.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Oh, you got nothing to say to me, so there you go.
Hey. Well, well. Bringing him that new bird sure made a difference in his attitude.
Okay. He likes us more because of that bird, but... Alright, alright. Then I guess we gotta go back to the church. And we'll do our skill... we'll put a skill point into... I cannot recall the stat. So I need to talk to him to remember what that skill point is. We can do that quest, whatever that gets us. It'll give us another skill point. We'll do it, and then we'll do the Titus check. And we'll have to save scum him, because at this point we're just going to have to. Like, we're getting closer to the end of the game. Once we do the thing at nighttime, that puts us in, like, the beginning of the end of the game. Like, once we get our gun back. So, like, we're not beating the game this stream, but the next stream might be it. So one step at a time. One step at a time. At the church we go. I don't like having to save scum, but we're just gonna have to this time around. Just gonna have to. Okay, so what is the stat we need again from you?
No, man. What's on your mind?
Conceptualization. There we go. So now let's put on some conceptualization clothes. If we have any. Alright, 1, 2. I think 2's are all we're getting. Well, we got this. 2's all we're getting. Gonna have to work. That's 2 more points. What does that get us?
Yo, man. What's on your mind?
Well, we gotta do it. It ain't pretty, but I don't think we can progress this quest without succeeding in this check.
All right.
This weakens me as a gamer. I'll be the first to admit it.
Yo, man.
But we're in a
All right.
no-win situation here.
Yo, man. What's on your...
All right.
Please forgive me, gods of gaming. I literally don't know what else we can do to progress this quest
All
without
right.
this. I don't think we can.
Yo, man. What's on your...
All right.
A little less than a 1 in 5 chance. It's not great. Not great.
Yo, man. What's on your...
All right.
It might take us a couple tries here. The odds are not in our favor.
Yo, man. What's on...
All right.
Keep in mind, for my own personal defense, up until this point, I basically took most checks as they came, regardless of failure or not.
All right.
I paid the price for it too. Only time is when like they gave me a 90+% chance of passing, I still failed. That time I did.
All right.
I didn't even reload on punching Kuno. I could have. That was like a 97% chance. We literally got double snake eyes.
What's on your...
All right.
That's the only reason we failed it.
Yo,
Alright.
man.
Alright.
What's on...
All right.
Alright. Yeah, please forgive me for this. We gotta do it.
Yo, man. What's on...
All right.
And then we need the point from
Yo, man. What's on...
from this quest. So then we can talk to Titus.
Yo, man. What's on your...
All right.
The thing about a 1 in 5 check is, oh man, if I do it 5 times, I should get it, right? No.
Yo,
Every
man.
time you try it, it's a 1 in
What's on
5
your
chance.
mind?
Close your
There
eyes.
we go.
Unfold your mental map of Martinez. It's morning. You're standing on the plaza before the whirling in rags. The wind pushes a piece of tear across the cracked tiles. From the north comes the malicious laughter of 2 children.
Turn to face the apartments.
Beyond the unkempt backyard rises a monstrous assemblage of concrete, plaster, and corrugated sheet metal. From behind you, a low, spectral voice whispers, "Nay."
Turn to the bay.
Your eye follows the tiles west. You see a bench and a few twisted, pitiful trees. Then, just water. The voice again. More urgent. Just a moment. That voice isn't human. And it's not saying nay. It's saying nay.
Nerd. Got fucking Ed the talking horse here. Traffic circle.
You turn around. The morning sun is blinding. You bring your hand to your brow, and a great shadow
That big statue of
materializes
Philippe
before you.
III. There we go.
A towering beast, frozen in mid-air.
XCOM is the only franchise where I tolerate failure. Yeah, well, XCOM is XCOM. XCOM is like, oh, 98% chance. Yeah, okay, there we go. And then I shoot myself in the head or something, right?
Centaur Man is made of metal. With the right gear, we could make it work.
Yeah! Connect the centaur to the lorries! Unite the whole roundabout in hardcore waves!
Huh? Sounds like
There
Egg
we go.
saying you could use some of the spare cables.
Man can only
to
take so
rig
much
up the
modeling by the
stalled
computer.
motor
Yes, sir.
lorries and increase the wavelength.
No shame. Well, thank you.
Which would pretty much make the old roundabout one giant antenna.
One roundabout! One wavelength! Hardcore!
We shall call it the Herald of Destruction.
Pretty hardcore. Maybe it would be better to go with something more positive.
We have the amps! We have the cables! We're almost ready! Yeah!
He's right. All we're missing now is the transceiver itself. Soon as you find one,
All right,
we'll
where am I
be
supposed
all
to find a
set.
radio transceiver?
I don't know. Buy one, steal.
And before you ask, no, you can't have the radio from my kinema.
Do radio computers have transceivers in them?
Probably. Thing is, you'd have to be an engineer to get it out. I'd stick with regular radios if I were
I think
you.
I saw a radio in that office near the harbor.
Some equipment from Harbour could work. Worth the legwork at least.
Yeah, hey Kim, I got a
I
better
highly
radio than
doubt
what you
that.
got.
When I crank the volume on my dyno wave, it's like you're in the front row at the National Concert Hall.
Alright, challenge accepted.
A cop-on-cop challenge. Not bad. Let's see what you come up with. Though I have to say, cop cars and lorries usually pack the best equipment
What
in
about
town.
Egghead over
Can't
there?
do it. We just got this place set up. Can't go risking Eggs most of while
Alright,
you're
let's go
gone.
find a transceiver.
Me and Egg will get the rest of the gear together. Meet us back here.
Alright. Let's switch out of these clothes here. Power armor back on. And our wind raider. There we go. Alright, I guess we're heading over to the harbor. Guess so. I never figured out fast travel. I guess we're just fucking hoofing it. That's fine though, we got a lot of time to kill for today. Because the main quest we need, we literally can't even begin to start it until it's 10 o'clock. It's only 4 o'clock right now. So we got time to kill, I guess. Gonna hoof it. But just to be sure. Alright. So the guard tower, I think, is what we want then? I think. That makes sense to me where the radio would be. Oh, I get stuck in the terrain. Anything else over here? Nice. Pawn shop might have one too. I guess we can ask him. Wouldn't hurt. Usually got a lot of goodies. Always gonna cry about the friggin' flashlight. Doesn't like the flashlight. Tools. We'll put back this multi-tool.
Hello, hello. Let me
looking
know
for a
if
radio
I can help.
transceiver.
A transceiver, is it? Yeah, we should have something to do the trick.
He produces a machine encased in a blue bakelite shell. The lieutenant whistles a long, quivering note.
A genuine crystal sprague. This is a connoisseur's model. Good for picking up foreign milieux.
The Model 9 also comes
Alright,
equipped
there we go,
with a
get the good
signal
stuff.
purifier to suppress crosstalk. Especially good around here with our funky reception.
In other words, it'll put even the lieutenant's beloved dyno wave to shame.
It's about as close to perfection as a transceiver gets. And we're only asking 120 real for it.
Alright,
You'll be back again. I've got a feeling.
I think it's finally time. We haven't sold anything yet all game, so maybe it's finally time to sell some stuff, eh? How do I sell? Got something to
Sure.
sell.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Alright, we got some things that are worth money. Yeah, look at that. Alright, this puts us at 50. These fucking postcards. Yeah, Kim, you can help us out. Oh, that doesn't... We're nowhere close, are we? How's our best items? Fuel canister. Okay. Feel like the gun should be worth something, but not. We bought this.
That's right, everyone of my race can become a giant gorilla.
Alright. We're not too far away, actually. We're not too far away. I'm not selling my armor. I can
I'm
sell
not
some of my clothes.
purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep.
Got a fascinating photo of this corpse here.
Oh, no. I don't like those kinds of objects. A photic path, counter radiance, another time perhaps.
Okay, I want that. I want the fancy one. So, how do we get? Probably got. Yeah, we're not. We probably got some bottles to sell, but it can't be more than like a couple bucks worth. We only need like 20 bucks. Probably some other things we can get.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and
Alright.
the afternoon sun shimmers off the white on blue police livery of the motor carriage.
Why am I thinking about this?
Do something important? Something murder-related? There's always something important. Doesn't mean you can't take a moment to admire this piece of machinery.
Alright, there we
Even
go.
at a standstill, the unibody Caprice Kanema looks sleek and dynamic. The cabin is tilted frontward to give it a more aggressive, hunched look. Someone has waxed it recently.
This machine's put the loco back in locomotion.
Mm-hmm. You want to take a closer look?
It's a fine machine.
Yes. An extraordinary machine.
It's nice and all, but why so modest? Put some zing into it. Flare it up. Slam it down. It's a bit girly right now. Fit it with some proper off-road components.
You need to slam it, Kim, make it more imposing.
Sorry, I'm not following you.
Lingo it up.
Drop the ride, 200 mil, get the chamber, frosty minuses.
No, that's porno tuning.
Use bigger words.
Needs a massive aero kit and a gargantuan roof mounted.
Porno. That's short for pornography.
Pornography is something else, Kim.
That's a negative on the porno. Thank you, though.
No one in the history of convictions has been more sure of anything.
Well, what's it packing there?
130.
I reckon that's a 7-liter V12 there.
That's a 7-liter V12?
7.2. Supercharged.
Oh, see, Kim's smug. He likes this one.
Saying these words
There you
brings
go.
him immense joy.
Okay, we can move on. Kim likes his car. Oh yeah, you're the guy we browbeat.
Oh, look.
Maybe the guy down here, he sells clothes, so maybe he buy some of our clothes? Maybe?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuade him to give you some money. Honestly? Honestly? You know... You need the money. Kinda need the money, right? I need some rhetoric. One thing, rhetoric. Alright, we have negative rhetoric, so I think one of the items is like, yeah, hurting our rhetoric. Alright, so that gave us 2 effective points.
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Oh, it's so cool. It's so... Quick save. Quick save. Man, just, you know, we could use a little money, right?
No need.
We could use a little money. We need some money right now. And we no longer have,
Everything's still cool here, officer.
No need.
We need that money real bad. We need that fancy radio. I know we can get another radio, but it won't be as good.
Start with a little compliment, then work your way up from there. This
You
is
seem
about
like a
business.
successful entrepreneur. Would you like to support a member of the local police force?
Oh, okay. But why, officer?
After all this mess, the broken seals, lying to you.
Yeah.
Come on.
You know this guy's a crumb bum. Think of it as an investment.
What kind of investment?
Or you could not make this about corruption and go with something even wilder.
Yeah. My investment in me, a highly experimental human being. My risk-reward ratio is insane.
I guess it can't be any riskier than speculating in exotic derivatives. How much are we talking about here?
10 real.
10 real is a bargain for that kind of investment. You got it, my man.
All right, thank you. There's still not enough though. We're closer. Closer, but still not enough. And which item did we switch out? What was the shirt? So we have power armor. And gloves, apparently. Where's our power armor? There it is. Alright, it's a little bit closer to our goal, at least. Alright, we got some tear, so, like, get a couple extra bucks. There's more people we can shake down?
Looking for something odd?
No.
The tear machine. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Got a buck?
And the
We're
money
$10
appears
away.
with a satisfying.
$10 away. You buy anything?
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know anything.
Hey, it's free to have a warehouse here?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
But it's
She
important.
scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
Alright, I guess. Oh, we need $10. How do we get $10? Any money to give us? What's in here? I don't think we've been here with a higher perception check before.
Wiretapping, telescope.
If I sell literally everything we have, I don't think I'd still make $10. It's unfortunate.
A lorry. The smell of... There's something odd about the passenger seat. The
Let's
seat
see, yeah, there's a
fabric
radio
has been
transceiver
pulled
right
tight
here,
over
right?
The lower side of the seat where
It's
the
not as
toolbox
nice.
should be.
Peel off the cover on the passenger seat.
Voila. A stack of neatly
Oh, we
folded
got some more
papers
stuff here.
has been stashed behind the seating fabric. You see 3 maps depicting a large metropolitan area.
Bonne prise.
Alright, open the
This
map.
large map displays
There's a
the
lot of radios we
elevated
can get,
motorway
just I
called
want that radio.
881. The intake leading to Martinez is marked with a blue X. There's another X on the off-ramp at toll booths at the intakes are marked with a circle. It looks like there are scant few ways of getting onto the elevated motorway that runs over Jamrock.
Yeah, so this
And
is
person
one of the drug runner
knows
cars.
them all. There, hundreds of thousands of motor carriages roar on the 881, high above the mass of brown and red roofs that to
Where's the road
Kulan,
lead?
through the middle-income neighborhoods there. By
It's
the
all
river,
like the drug routes
and
from the
then
Union.
to Stella Maris and La Delta. This
Like a map.
municipal map from the 30s displays a complex system of storm sewers underneath a sub-district called No Storm Will Ever Drown Revachol. The great solution to the riddle of history. Wind rips through the empty hallways of the once great military hospital. Now, just
What's that
the
sound?
rattle of motor carriages and lorries drive. The
What's the
final
third map?
map displays a labyrinth of service tunnels left over from the construction of Motorway 881. A few routes have been marked with a pen, where the tunnels and sewers surface near.
It means that the smugglers are secretly using the motorway to transport their goods and materials. They've infiltrated the East Motor Tract, most likely. The RCM patrols most of these auxiliary roads, though apparently not all of them.
You think it's behind
It's
us?
definitely not the Union. They just
Oh.
do some logistics. This
Someone above
operation
the
has
Union.
spread everywhere in Jamrock. If it's that widespread, then Madre remains the most likely suspect. Here's bad news. There have been attempts at a serious investigation before, but they haven't ended well for those involved.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is a brave man for saying Madre's name without the winces and whispers that usually accompany it. Especially bad news for cops who may have something in their past they don't even know.
Where does the contraband end up?
Hard to say. This distribution network looks certainly large, yet still vague enough. It doesn't reveal much about the Besmerti behind it. The Besmerti is a Revacholian crime syndicate. They see themselves as the inheritors of the 14 Revacholian Indo-tribes. But really, they're just violent gangs, with cool names, like La Puta Madre and Aura Masta. It's a dark parody. Best not to disturb the scene. I'll have forensics go over
The stack of maps looks just like before.
We can get this
Barely
radio.
noticeable.
Do we
The
just
movie
settle for
stars
less?
look silently
Or do we
by,
find a way to
and
get
the
10
pull-out
more
toolbox
bucks?
has a rubber handle. You close the rust.
Like, we can get a free one here, but we want the premium model, right? F for cash. I really don't know at this point where I can make another $10. I know a lot of ways to lose money, but no more ways to gain money. Perhaps a quick Google? What do you have to say, Lord Google? Wait a second. That's actually something I forgot. I don't think the rich lady on the boat, she has a chance to give you money. I don't think I ever got it. I don't know how much she'll give, but worth a shot. Worth a shot, I guess. Let's see. So I think it's in like one of the dialogue trees, and we just didn't fully pursue it.
You're back. Good.
Alright.
What can I help you with?
Oh, maybe?
What would you like to know? Good.
Wild Pines?
What we do.
She nods.
Of course. Anything to help. Not much. They're public.
The military group.
They boast a long list of clients.
That's where our hanged boy comes from.
Welchman Lorenz, Eintracht. A warning sign, however.
Meaning they're used to operating in war zone.
Yes. All the good conflict corridors. Supramundi, Yesut, the Seminese Islands. Countries that don't have a good record reporting atrocious military conduct. Sadly, no. Before this happened, I had little interest in them. If you still have access to the ICP's database, you could run a better background check than I ever could.
Do you know a lot about the inner workings of the RCM and the ICP, man?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research.
Could you contact company?
I was prepared to do. I have, and they will. However, these orders take time to reach what is basically a rogue unit out in the field here. And I am sorry to have been the bearer of... Oh? Of course, Detective. Oh? Of course, Detective.
Yeah, I think
you can...
that might have been a limited time to get that answer. Unfortunate. Nobody can... There's got to be something here. Let me check Google. I don't think I can get it. I'm looking here. The thing with her.
Good.
I don't think I can get.
What can I help you with?
The option with the money.
What we do, the pine, and that.
She enjoys talking about
how much money
I'm
they
not
have.
At liberty to
$1 billion.
Wow.
20. A conglomerate the size of the wild pines is like a shark. If it stops moving, it will die. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who there are no.
With your help, hopefully.
All right, let's see here.
The pine and that.
She enjoys talking
how much money they have.
$1 billion.
It's enough. It's made of 1,000 millions. A million is made of 1,000. 20 billion. A conglomerate the size.
She nods.
$10. We're so close. I actually have no idea. I have literally no idea if it makes any difference in the quest. None. That's probably just the easy way to get it, right?
What? The part and that.
She enjoys talking. She nods.
You know, I'll go back. Maybe $10 now that we're closer. Maybe we can scrounge up $10. Maybe we can scrounge up. Maybe we have exactly enough. I'm willing to sell everything except for my green monkey pen. Let's see. Oh my god, you're so close. And I just want to get it because it says it's better than what Kim has. And I said I'd get something better than what Kim has.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Where's sell? Something
Sure.
to sell.
Let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
That's it, eh? Not $1, not $1, $1, $1. So that's it. I don't want to sell my power armor. He doesn't want anything else.
Another time, perhaps.
Sure you don't want to give me a discount?
For the moment, yes.
Wait, it's 120. I thought it was 130. Sick. Okay, never mind. We had enough all along. Highly expensive transceiver.
You won't regret it, officer. Whatever
oh my god, there we go.
Portal
Good
9 can
power
handle.
belief.
The lieutenant watches you take the transceiver.
Yeah, you jealous, Kim?
Not at all, Detective. A Kristallsprach is a fine piece of equipment, but I'm quite satisfied.
I guess. I guess you want to deal with that garbage. Think we'll reach a coalition with this?
More than once during the course of our investigation, but I have to say it's still.
The pawnbroker turns from you to the lieutenant.
Thanks,
We're
Roy
glad
boy.
to hear it.
All right, there we go. Unless I missed, I thought I could have sworn it was 130. I guess I just have really bad short-term memory, which is probably true. Okay, so lab responsibility. Return to the church. Okay, so we're going back to the church. All right. Got a receiver as good as money. We could have got a free one, but we don't want a free one. I don't want to use the drug dealer's radio. I want to use the primo stuff. I'm so jealous. He's jealous. Alright, let's take this bad boy here. Let's pop in the church and let's see what we can do.
Yo, man.
I found
so
it.
your cop ways came through again. Impressive.
Yeah.
Let's see what
Use
you
the
got.
highly expensive transceiver.
Didn't know cops made that kind of looter. This is a brilliant piece of equipment. Maybe even too brilliant.
He wants to keep it at a distance.
Yeah.
He's
afraid of how
what
strong it
powers are contained therein.
All right, Lawfarer, we're ready to do this. I have to warn you, though, once we commit, there's no stopping until we've seen it all the way through. So any cop prep you got to do,
All right.
do it now. We'll wait if we have to.
What kind of prep do I need to do?
How should I know? It's up to everyone.
All right, so it's saying
to
this
know
quest
their
could
own
be a
needs.
bit.
Whatever keeps your body and soul.
quest could
on top
take a
working.
bit.
At the very least, he should make sure you're wearing a good pair of gloves.
Personally, I'm gonna make sure I've got a steady supply of prep tied handy.
The speed is to get you through the tedious, detail-oriented parts of the work. Maybe this freak will spot you some.
Yeah, you like this?
There we
It's
go.
got a little straw and everything, so you can
Get some
slurp
peptide.
while
I care
you
more about the
work.
experience than the peptide.
The lieutenant politely averts his eyes as you make a drug,
drug
deal
deal in a house of worship.
But Make no mistake, fuck what the lieutenant thinks. We're off to the races, baby.
You'll probably want to take a minute to get your gear situation sorted out.
All right, that sounds like...
Like Egg said.
All right, the fact that they're even saying this, and no part of the game has ever said anything like this before, says it's time to save the game. Time to save the game here. No one's ever actually said, yo, the RPG quest thing, like,
man.
you sure you want to not check everything else? Let's do it.
The rest of the crew has got to stay here. Can't afford to let the beat drop right as we're getting off the ground.
Much love to my hardcore antenna brothers.
Good luck, guys.
All right.
Try to squeeze in a promo spot while you're on air. We've got to start putting the word out.
Back across the waterlock. At least we're getting our
back
exercise.
You can grab that amplifier, officer. And you start spooling up those cables. Maybe we can get it all in one go.
All right, there we go. Fade to black, I guess. Eh? See what we got. I think this is a quest that's like brand new in the PlayStation 5 version. I've never seen anything like this, so we're hooking up our crashed car. We're just fucking daisy chaining it all the way through the waterlock, I guess. Good thing we got the expensive brand, eh? Yeah, holy shit, this is an operation here. All right.
Just plug that in there, would ya?
It's done.
Yeah, as ready as we're gonna be. Grab one of these can sets, both of ya. I've got it rigged so we can all listen, but only your cop talk will broadcast. No idea what we're gonna hear when I turn this thing on, so be prepared for anything. Trick
Let's
it
do
good.
it.
We're live in 2, 1.
A soft rustling between your ears, a winterscape with fast falling snow.
Where's that coming from?
Every light switch, every motor carriage, every doorbell, tea kettle, and radio in Martinez, all mingled with electrical interference caused
so a lot of
by
interference.
scattered thump.
Hey, Lawman, we're waiting on ya.
You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go Firewalker. Hey, warship, this is Firewalker.
You're all alone out there, wandering a blasted heath, calling out to the night. But there is no reply, except for the buzzing of invisible machines. The lieutenant looks up at you with a nervous glance. Nervous for who, though? You cannot say.
Give it another go.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Firewalker. Please acknowledge.
Perhaps you're simply imagining it, but it seems as though you're learning to pull apart the fibers of this auditory felt. You focus on one strand in particular, one that sounds very nearly human.
Nein, Liebling, das lasse ich nicht zu. Wie kannst du unseren Jungen bloß auf einen dieser Dinger nach Bredefort schicken?
German. Hello, Archer. You acknowledge.
Marianne, mir erzählt, dass Oscar nicht mehr, seit auf einem Luftschiff aus Grab zurückgekommen ist. Halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal. Aber sie hat das Gefühl, seit seiner
I don't know any German, so.
Fremden zusammenzuleben.
You can't make out a word of this gibberish.
What does this remind
The
me of?
rustling of dry autumn leaves, waves breaking at a distance.
What's going on?
Liebling, bitte. Er ist unser einziges Kind. Er kann doch auch nächstes Jahr zur Akademie gehen.
Just radio spookers. We get him all the time round here. Keep trying.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Firewalker.
Again.
Coalition Warship Archer, this is Firewalker.
It's cold now.
A slight frisson at the point where your neck meets your spine. Something about the lieutenant's words, directed at you, but not you.
Perfectly nice.
I didn't say anything, Detective.
Someone has been maintaining it. The wiring has been repaired.
An uncomfortable silence falls over the connection.
It's been a long winter. Long and cold.
You telling me you didn't say that either?
I promise you I didn't, even though it certainly sounds like me.
What's happening?
Sounds like your partner's being haunted by his past self. Or maybe he's trying to warn himself. From the future, most like. I don't know much about radios.
It's just a little bit of pale interference, Detective. A little eerie, perhaps, but perfectly explicable.
Natürlich halten ihn die Psychologen für vollkommen normal.
Alright. Said the transceiver came with a signal purifier. Maybe we should turn that on.
Is that what this switch does?
Right.
I'll flip it now.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Alright.
Sounds like the de-spooker worked. Lucky break. Now give it another go.
Coalition Warship Archer, do you acknowledge?
Warship Archer. ID there, Firewalker. Please acknowledge.
Archer, this is Firewalker. Can you hear me?
Bad news. Even with the de-spooker flipped, the signal is still too weak to get down with.
What can we do?
No. If we can't get around the interference, we're in deep trouble. Hold on. I think Ed gave me some sort of checklist. Says here, main step, volume to the max.
To the max.
That's not too helpful. Okay. It also says, inspect connections for hardcore clarity. My guess, you climb up the Centaur, man. See if there's anything obviously interfering with them. Maybe you've got some technical law science.
Someone has been maintaining it.
Come on, son. This isn't anything but a common high bar. Just get a solid overhand grip and hoist yourself up. Images of your body smashed against the pavement flood your mind.
Do it. Fuck it. Physical god, I can just Spider-Man my way up this shit. Somehow we're getting thoughts from the future past of Kim. And we're making it. We're getting up there. Climbing up this horseman statue.
Your gloves give you a solid grip on the metal bar. This feels pleasingly familiar. Keep it together, champ. You've got this.
There we go. We got it. We're a physical god. We got it. Whatever checks are on in the background, we're passing them all. And he did say bring your gloves, right? So I bet the gloves helped with that. If we're not wearing correct gloves, maybe it would have been an issue.
And before you know it, you're safely perched atop
Did you
the
see
monument.
that?
Yes, you're a natural gymnast, detective. Now, would you like to do what you got up there to do?
Let's examine the connection.
The connection itself is nothing more than a little braid of exposed wire wrapped about the hoof of the horse. A copper fetter, it cannot slip. The whole monument is covered in a thin but durable layer of oil and grime. It's obvious no one has cleaned it in years.
Well, what's it look like?
Yeah. It's covered in oils.
That's not good. We should have cleaned the Centaur man first. Pretty rude that we didn't.
It is pretty rude.
Hang on. I'm looking at Egg's checklist. He says, if all fails, bend antenna. Narrow is the hardcore way. That make any sense to you?
And the antenna?
Says here,
Muscle style. Okay. What's that gonna do?
Good question. Maybe he's saying we're casting too wide a net. Gotta narrow our receiving band so we pick up the big bad without the spookers. Since you're already up there, I say you should do it.
The speed freak is right. The responsibility is yours and yours alone. There's no turning back now.
You're not doing this check. +1 solid grip, +2 signal purifier engaged, -2 anti-object prejudice, because it's one of my thoughts. I hate objects. Look at Philippe.
You are face to face with Philip III, the Bronze King. Look,
the horse.
this faithful steed is in nearly as clear sky. Across the river, you can see Coalition warship arch. A few of the idle lorry drivers and strikebreakers. She yells a single word you can't make out, and then shuts the window with a violent thunk.
I can't change my equipment in the middle of this. So we're fucking this one up, basically. He said it was a muscle thing. How come it's interfacing, not just like my pure strength? Oh shit. Yeah. That didn't go so good.
You allow the broken hunk of metal to clatter to the ground.
That was a godly check?
It
Yeah,
wasn't clear to you.
No way I was
it
ever
did
going to get
anything
that.
anyway.
Nein, Liebling.
Horseback antenna.
Huh? Sounds like that was a false move. Signal's even worse now.
I'm sorry, I was trying to do good.
The thing is, trying's not enough. Now it's the results that count.
Guess that's true. Enjoying the game? Oh, absolutely. I love this game.
He's right. This was your
Well, give me a check I can actually complete. How
I'm
about?
gonna turn all the dials to maximum. Probably gonna burn out our power supply, but that might be the only way.
A maelstrom of sound, swirling and swirling around an invisible point. It's mounting, mounting.
Nicht mehr derselbe ist, seit auf einem Luftschiff aus Grad zurückgekommen ist.
Firewalker, please respond.
It's too much. Your eardrums are throbbing, about to burst.
Impossible, it said.
A long winter, long and cold.
And then, nothing.
Try it now.
Coalition Warship Archer. This is RCM Officer Firewalker. Please acknowledge.
This is Warship Archer. We are acknowledging and accepting you. Though we're still getting quite a bit of interference.
This is as good as it's gonna get. I'll keep us aligned as long as I can, but this
Alright,
isn't
so
a
don't waste their
social
time
mission.
is what I'm getting out of
You
this.
got it.
This is it. You're finally getting to speak with those who hold real power. There is so much you wish you could ask, but you probably only have time for one or two questions before the signal is lost.
Please be advised that you are speaking on a public frequency. What is your request?
Need to reach the Committee of Responsibility.
Acknowledged. To reach the committee, all you need to do is fill out the appropriate request form and submit it to the Liaison for Public Affairs. If the liaison accepts your request, you will be invited to address the committee at their next quarterly public hearing. We believe the next hearing is scheduled for July.
She's got to be jerking your chain, right? You can't wait that long.
Alright, 50 chance. Convince her you need to address committee. Come on. Don't fuck us on this one, please.
What part
Fuck
of
you.
need to reach the committee doesn't she understand? Time to lay
You aren't listening.
all
I got an
out.
urgent personal matter I need to discuss with the committee.
We will hear your request, Firewalker. Although we must inform you that the committee does not typically intervene in personal matters.
That's only because they haven't heard about your problems yet.
Part of mine's really been riding my ass. Oh, I'm gonna be nice to Kim. Can't remember anything.
So, you're experiencing acute memory loss. We don't see how this is the committee's business.
Good God, here we go.
Pretty sure it had to do with the prodigious quantities of drug and alcohol I consumed.
We're afraid we don't understand. Are you requesting medical attention?
Talking to my station. No, we're way past that.
Then we are not sure what assistance can be rendered. This is quite beyond the purview of the Committee of Responsibility. Now, please excuse us while we update the receiving frequency. This connection will be cleared in 4...
Oh.
She can't treat you that way. Let her know what you really think of her.
Go ahead and leave, you stupid whore.
And the line goes quiet. You didn't have to do that, you know. There were other options.
Were there?
The lieutenant slowly removes his headset and turns to you.
Why did I just call a woman a whore right now?
You really don't know?
Probably misspoke.
I suppose that's possible. I think it's best for you to climb off the statue now, detective. Your real work is done here.
The sun-warmed bronze tingles beneath your fingertips.
We go in, do
and
nothing,
between
and
your
just
thighs.
call her,
Your
yeah,
legs
call her
have
names.
grown stiff. You've been up here quite a while. You look around. The strikebreakers are still shouting this. You could stay a while longer if you wanted.
Yeah.
Out on the bay, the lights on the
gotta
buoys
get a
trace
rest in.
little oblong circuits.
Unfortunate,
in the
yeah.
dark. From a ways
Well, I think
off,
that's the point of this
a
quest, is this
single bell
demoralism quest
tolls.
where like nothing happens. And nothing happened.
Beyond those, there must be something more. But you can't discern it. It's nothing but layers of translucent shadow.
Everything all right, detective?
I'm good.
Listen, I understand that you're disappointed that things did not turn out how you might have hoped. But you did accomplish your task. You reached the coalition. I must admit I didn't seriously think you could do it. But you've
That's right,
proved
I
me
did
wrong.
it. I'm a big man.
Now come on. It's getting late.
Okay.
About time. You grab that amp. Forget the cables. Need to leave some evidence of our
It was literally a
antenna
quest
to
all for
inspire
nothing.
future
For literally
generations.
nothing. But you know what?
What's
Things
one
were
more
right.
trip across the waterlock?
Well, we leveled up. So now we can
Right, cop man. We've held up more than our share of this collaboration. I hope you recognise how much the hardcore underground came through for you.
If you want to show your appreciation, we can still use your help. Egg is the one to talk to. Hardcore! Mutual aid!
I would never let my hardcore brothers down.
Sure, you have to say that now, but it's alright. I'll put this tech away later. Think there's an extra can set, in case you want to grab a souvenir or something.
Alright.
Motorway south.
Just thinking about the
The
pale.
lone vector stretches in your mind's eye into the wild path
All intellect
yonder
white checks unlocked.
for an unimaginable distance.
Plus one
Forgetting,
Inland Empire.
Forgetting until you can no longer remember anything. No cities, no mountains, no oceans, and finally, no vector. Nothing remains. A blank space with no point of reference, where only one type of
The
motion
motorway
is
south
possible.
is like
The motion
just riding
of a
on the
human
pale
throat.
forever.
Swallow in, and then it comes to you. To reach the end of the motorway south is to be unborn. You've had this thought before, while aimlessly wandering the streets of Jamrock. A lost piece of the man you were. A dark hope.
Alright, and we got last thought. Alright, now we're gonna go back to Titus, do the check, and by that point, then the time should have progressed past long enough to go get our gun back. And then that basically begins the end game. What a quest. Did all this like actual insane amount of work and like wiring up half the town just to like literally accomplish nothing. Alright. Oh, wrong way. There we go. There ain't nothing to it but to do it, right? Alright, Titus. Now, it said all white checks are unlocked for blue checks. So I don't think we'll have to spend the point. But we'll see. We'll talk to Titus first, see how it is. So if we can spend the point, or if we have to, we will. But if we don't have to, then we won't. That's what Titus has to say. Because we got 1,000,000 pluses, right? If we just put on the right clothes.
It's you again.
It should not be an issue.
What is it?
No, it's locked. Okay, so we got to put a point into rhetoric. Alright. I don't like spending a level up on this, but we gotta. Where's rhetoric? +1 rhetoric. We gotta change our clothes. So rhetoric. Back. +1 rhetoric. Okay, the shirt. That's all we're getting. Now I think our hat negative is rhetoric. Yeah, take our hat off. All right. How far up north am I? Well, I'm not like on the polar thing. I'm in Canada, which is pretty high north. I live like I'm actually right near the American border. Like, I can see Ogdensville, New York from where I live for the most part. If I go this direction, which is south for me, like 2-minute walk, I can see Ogdensville, New York over the water. Well, if you're in Ottawa, then you should know where I am. I'm in Brockville, so I'm not too far from Ottawa. 42%. Okay. Wait a second. Hang on a second. I think we quick saved, but yeah, that's right. I'm from the megalopolis known as Brockville. That's right. Small town Ottawa person. You're talking to a real big leaguer here.
It's you again. What is it?
All right, 42%, which is still less than 50%. Fuck it, it's the best we're gonna get. No, we are. I put a skill point into doing this check. We're save scumming it. Hey, that's one of Brockville's claim to fame, man. That we got the stop on the Via Rail. I feel like that's how most people know what Brockville is. Is that we're one of the stops on the rail.
Convince Titus he's being manipulated? Bad idea. Bringing her up will do no good. You should know by now. Titus will never falter.
Alright, one of his boys will.
Fat Angus, the powerful guy. Mr. All Muscle.
There we go.
The time has come. Put him in the pressure.
There's Leaf from Sarnia. Okay, yeah. Got so bad we almost got rid of the Via stop. Hey, Brockville's no Sarnia. We got a Walmart.
Just remember, it's about more than Glasia. It's about these men and Martinez, their district, their responsibility. Outside in the evening light, ruined and old, shadows lengthen on the
pavement. That's it. Case closed.
Gunshot.
We're going home, Kim.
Huh? He'll get it. Go on.
Write it down, Kim. And Martinez, they'll just kill you because they don't like you.
Got it. Kill you because they don't like you. All because
of some chick.
Bring that up one more time, and you won't get to write that report.
The man's fists under the table are balled. You can tell from his neck and shoulders. He means it.
Yes, I understand, Alain. That's your name, right, Alain? You'll kill us. That's what they do in the wild north.
Yeah. They club you from behind, string you up, and go back to drinking.
It wasn't that. It wasn't... We didn't hit him, okay?
That's it. That's the weak one. You flushed him out. Now go in for the...
Officer, you will be next if you don't shut up.
Firearm. A Glass 08 or a 38 caliber pistol. Either is small enough for you to have missed. He's onto you. He knows what you're trying
we're
to
getting
do.
him.
Steel yourself. Push on. Just ignore Theo.
Yeah. Or what? You're gonna kill me like you killed him for no fucking reason?
We didn't kill him. We didn't even hang him. He was dead when...
Shut up, Angus.
He was dead before you hanged him?
Fatty! Say one more thing to the cops and I'll...
Dennis, stand down, or I'll beat your head in. Theo, take your hand off the belt. This isn't 31. I've got this under control.
Oh, fatty, he's wheezing.
Angie, where's your goddamn inhaler? You sound like you're dying.
I left it home. I can't get it. I'm too fucked. I'm sorry.
Why are you so fucking fat, Angus? Now it's all pointless. Because of you. You wasted my time. I told you, Titus. I told you just give her up.
Lizzie, your help is no longer needed here. Go tell Everard.
Fine. I'll tell him. After a long walk along the coast.
Oh, there we go.
What just happened between these two? You're in. He's all yours. Questions.
Kim, we did it.
The lieutenant gives a smile only you can see.
So you didn't kill him, he was already dead.
He nods.
You hanged the corpse to cover up the real cause of death. What was it?
We're not sure. Probably a bullet. The wound was difficult to see.
The coroner and his assistant are wrapped in blue. Hands covered in blue gloves. Mouths covered by blue masks. Bodies by blue aprons. The coroner wipes his brow, scalpel still in his hand. Get the light. Shine it in his mouth. He tells his assistant. The coroner squats to better see the light illumines the darkness inside. Well, shit. Can't blame them for missing that. Get the saw, Alan. This just got fun.
'Cause the girls asked us to. They were in some shit.
Did she kill him?
Cop, I have no idea. The girl says she didn't.
He doesn't think she did. Or at least he hopes she
Alright,
didn't.
Arrow, we're getting to it. So what happened Sunday night?
Classier came down. She seemed really out of it. Drugged up, even more than usual. Bug-eyed and gurning, you know? Not in a fun way. It looked like she'd redosed after something went down. I've seen that look before. She was scared. I knew someone had died.
How'd you know?
I've done this job for 10 years. I've seen it before. It's the politician in the motel room with the dead hooker scenario. Only in reverse.
Good analogy, boss.
You don't get to talk yet, Shanky. You're still on the bench. And you keep taking it easy too, Angus.
That's
He's
okay
watching out for
with
me,
the
yeah.
fat man. Still wheezing there. He couldn't speak if he wanted to.
What happened
We
then?
went upstairs. Sure as day the merc was dead. There was a bullet hole through the window. Fucking Tibbs patched the window. And the corpse. We hanged.
Alright, who's Tibbs?
Nah, he's my brother.
Right now, he's grateful he hasn't gotten his brother into this mess.
So if Classy didn't kill him, why cover it up?
You may have noticed our girl's in some shit of her own.
What shit
They
are we
can't
talking
show
about?
up on police radar kind. There are people after her. From the old world. Where she came from.
Who are they?
They're powerful. Connected to the moral intern. She's clearly afraid for her life. Says if she showed up in your systems, she'd be ghosted away.
And why would you help someone like that? By taking on a murder?
Why would I? I guess we abide all sorts of runaways and losers here. It's a Martinez thing.
So who killed the merc then?
Not yet. Just some ideas. She says the shot came from outside, behind the window somewhere. So that's a clue.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking someone's past caught up with them. Either hers or his.
Hers, you mean?
I mean the people after Clausia. Maybe the shot missed. Maybe it was meant for her.
I like that. Been thinking the same thing myself.
Any ideas about his past?
My dude. One of those mercenary buddies of his could have done it. They got guns, training, years of bad blood, probably. Or it could have been someone else from Crenell. Tell you what I'd do. Check out the coast for vantage points. Maybe consult with a ballistics buddy of mine. That's what I'd do.
He's calm now. Threw all that turmoil away and became himself again.
Whose idea was it to hang him anyways?
In a manner of speaking. We had help from another girl. It was her idea to hang him, and I liked it for political reasons.
Alright, who's the other girl?
No, you're not gonna be on a first-name basis with this person.
Okay, where is she?
You're not getting to her. This person is affiliated with the Hardy Boys. It's Clausia you want to talk
Okay, so she's a hardy girl?
I wouldn't go that far. She's just a woman who's sometimes in our company.
You know, actually, some of the guys have been talking, and
No. My answer is no, Glenn. We're hardy boys. And that's how
Not,
it's gonna stay.
Going to gender, class it up there. Sorry, I made you guys fight. I'm not sorry.
Me too.
All right, thanks, Titus. I'll talk to her for one more time.
You do that. Hey, cop. Before you go.
Suddenly, the wind picks up outside. You hear it rattling the large windows in their frames.
She, Klasia, came to Martinez to hide. Many of us did. This is where you wash up when there's nowhere left to go. The Union takes you in. Now, she refused that protection.
Still, after
but
all
he
this
would still prefer if we didn't take her away?
That's right. If we didn't take care of the people who end up here, this place would just be a couple of ruins and some cargo containers.
Fair enough.
We'll take that into account.
Alright. Change my clothes back, put my hat back on. Put that power armor back on. Alright, Klasia. It's time for the final reckoning. There's no more reckonings past this. Finally, they're gonna let me highlight that door?
You're up. Listen, there's something that's been bothering you for a few days now.
What is it?
It's a suspicion, or a feeling really, that things are not quite in hand around here.
Fair enough.
Every day, things seem to spin more and more wildly out of control. The center isn't holding. And despite your efforts to moderate and contain
things are going pretty good.
Things only seem... Oh, sure. You've been making progress on your case, interviewing people, solving side tasks, but who's focusing on the big questions?
I assume the most qualified and highly credentialed people were taking care of that stuff.
But have you ever seen them? How do you know they're even there? More importantly, how do you know they aren't waiting for your participation?
It's true. What am I supposed to do?
You've got to find out who bears la responsibility.
Wait, is that we already done la responsibility?
Like,
yeah.
You don't need no stinking committee. You're
this must be a bug.
If you want your work to be only your heart together, you'll be able to discover. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, we've had this bug before, yeah, where for whatever reason it just triggers while you're like in this area. I can't remember ever. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it's just a bug. Just always triggers when we're in this area. Alright. Klasia and your mind tricks.
This window is pristine on the inside, unlike the one next to it. Smooth as ice. There are spots of mud and rain on the outside, even smudges. But the surface of the window is clear.
There's still the other people that are like
inside.
hiding in the other
No
room
chips,
upstairs too.
No hairline fractures. Following your lead, the lieutenant leans in closer.
This window
to
was recently
inspect.
replaced.
Looks like it, yes.
You know which window has not been recently replaced?
What's this, guild now?
Whatever it is, it's messing with your concentration.
Looks like...
You know which window has not been replaced? Yes,
yeah.
that
All
one.
right. Klasia, the jig is up.
It's always good to see you.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate.
All right, looks like I'm back in the saddle.
Back in the saddle?
This three-eyed cowboy is going for one last ride.
Hey, Lord Super Surge, thank you very much, my friend. God bless you. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the sub. Hardy Boys told us what really happened. Chill, I'm a cool cop, remember?
I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm the law. That's me.
I know that. But the people around here, they don't see it that way. And if I am to stay here, I need to get along with them.
That's not a good enough reason.
You're right. There's more. You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
Briefly glancing
So she's
over her
wanted
shoulder
from
to
people
the
outside
sea,
this country.
as she's
The
done
people
time and
outside this
time
country
again.
run this country.
Where the cold oceanic expanse lies, and behind it, another world.
Yeah, RCM's not the lapdog of the moral intern.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
What's going on? What'd you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me.
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill.
Oh. Bot! There's a bot! Kill the bot. Kill the bot. There we go. And Super Surge, yes. How am I doing? Puppy? Puppy is sleeping in his bed over there. He's got 3 beds in this room, as he's the boss, and he's sleeping in the far bed. Finally graduated from college. Yeah, there you go. Time to be a bum and graduate like fucking too. I got a bachelor's of education, and also I did 2 years of marketing and advertising. So look where I am, right? A fat guy playing Disco Elysium. After I got all my degrees, what did I do? The first thing I did is I worked at a friggin' convenience store. And then I worked my emergency services job. Then I ran a computer business, and now I'm doing the YouTube thing. But you know what? That's life, right? That's life. Sometimes, you know, what you did in college doesn't necessarily play directly into what you went to school for. It leads you on the road to where you're going, you know? And Cliff for Guilty Gear, probably not anytime soon, as he's very canonically dead.
Well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Here we go. For once, you seem to have her off guard.
So what did you have to do with people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved and who hired you.
The job was Lewsdown County Savings Bank. They sound small.
All roads
They're
lead to
part of the
Disco
Lou
Elysium,
Scott
yes, sir.
conglomerate. That was the second job.
Never-ending road of life.
First
Yeah, I
was
guess
some
so.
printer company. You wouldn't know them.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lou Scott and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Serves him right. When I'm king, Savings Bank will be the first against the wall.
This was not a joke. Real people lost
That
their
wasn't
jobs.
a joke.
Not just in the C-suite either. Good people. What I did to get to accounting, a lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
So what did you do exactly?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
Not remembering a goddamn thing.
That would do the trick, yes.
So why'd you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
which is an indicator of truth.
Oh, I don't think. Why'd you do
have
it?
to understand, the people around here, no one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off, and that little fucker threw stones at him.
That's old Kuno, all right.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud, thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
Oh God, that was a lie too.
Hmm?
Who made the call then? Don't be paranoid, man. It's unbecoming of a police officer, and it makes you sweat.
All right, so what happened here the night he died? Oh. Being in Disco Elysium, are we in the home stretch? Yes, we're in the home stretch. We're not being into this stream, but what we're doing here in the next quest puts us in the line of endgame. So the next stream will probably be Tuesday, and that might be the final stream. And if it's not Tuesday, then Thursday 100% will be. What happened the night he died?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
What happened?
He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at
We're
him.
having the sex.
I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see.
A great pain moves through her, a dark and indefinite wave.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
You have to continue this. What happened?
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, not to scream, then ran downstairs. I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
So, yeah, from the angle you're in, it would have to be on this rooftop.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Cigarette, miss?
Oh.
That's a motherfucker, all right.
It was a real motherfucker.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off, much more than usual.
I said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Good thinking. Clear your head. You should clear your head. Get into his mindset.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What'd you do?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection.
Yeah, so why didn't you run away?
As far as you
why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people.
All right, so what happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
All right, so who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
Yeah, leader of what?
The Hardy Boys.
I thought Hardy was leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her.
Quite sus, yes,
so
sir.
do the others. Does she also party with Ruby, however?
You party with Ruby?
No.
Still, There is something there.
Okay, so what happened?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, that I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, they were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
Oops.
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging.
What'd you do while they're hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So
Where's
I did.
Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
Oh, okay. Give up our location.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
What happened? Did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Yeah, so it came from far away if it wasn't that loud. Did you kill Ellie?
What?
Yeah.
Why would I put myself through this?
Obviously not.
He wouldn't have died if it weren't for me. I know that. But I would never hurt him.
Rage? Who knows the dark currents where lovers go? All kinds of crazy things happen when drugs are involved. It could have been a desire murder. Now you guys suddenly have theories pouring out when they're obviously just stabs in the dark.
So we obviously know she didn't kill him. Other
Like
question,
what?
yeah. That must be an older question. Like before we got our new knowledge. Did the people after you killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
And?
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone so they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
It probably didn't.
I don't know.
Otherwise they
anything
finish the
anymore.
job.
All I do is wait here.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. There's one thing I
Alright,
know.
so when did you
is
change
that
the window?
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took...
We're
She
done here?
nods silently.
Um,
He's thinking, are we done here? Or should we arrest her? She's a flight risk and she lied to you. She should be taken into custody.
Let's see here. Legendary. In God's name, wake up. +3 manipulating your skill set. +1 love the Dinamin. +1 lied about making the call. +1 discuss secret route. Yeah, secret route. This is drama. We can do this. Turn this later. I got a thought just completed.
Cleaning out the rooms.
Yeah, he's got a lot of personalities.
What if you didn't lose your memory? What if something in Martinez came and stored it all away, for you to slowly open one box at a time, so you can choose which parts to keep? Keep almost none of it. Only the flowers on the windowsill. Only the distant sound of a radio. Lose all the actors, the dark shadows. Leave only the still lifes. The blissful
+1
distant
suggestion,
wash of
+1
waves.
Inland Empire, +1
If
rhetoric.
everybody knew,
That's good.
you never did. She'll be coming
Just
soon.
straight positives.
That is all.
That's our final thought cabinet.
As you look back, you think, so love did do him in.
That's
After
right.
all, if it weren't for her, he would not have been there. The shot would not have connected with his
Looks like
soft
love
palate.
did him in after all.
She's silent, holding on to her coffee mug. Remember this silence. The lady is dangerous. It appears this one has not been entirely corrupted. This may help. This may
Say
help
nothing,
the
let her
others.
answer.
Yeah. I'd like to think he didn't love me. Or that it was chemically induced and not real.
Why?
Easier that way.
Was it real?
I don't know.
Real as anything.
Right, sure enough. So it was.
I was just
drama.
thinking, what a nice...
Let's get some drama clothes on here. I don't think we got too many. Don't think we got too many. And negative drama. Oh, +2 drama. There we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Ah, one of our famed shirts here. Alright. Oh.
You finally made it, haven't you? People point fingers at you and whisper to each other when you pass by. Where did that man get such a cool jacket?
That's right, this is
Did
a
he
cool
receive
jacket.
it upon graduating the École Normale Supérieure de Badasserie? Is he
That's right,
dangerous?
fucking right, I'm dangerous.
You are very dangerous, my friend. Dangerous and cool. In fact, no one dares to say a single thing about the jacket. But believe me, they are all very impressed.
I agree. Alright, Klaasje. Now that I'm wearing some fucking cool clothes here, maybe you want to open up a little bit more.
Officer,
Apparently, yes, you
what
do.
brings you up here in the rain?
Wake up.
Who? What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately. Take it easy. Don't overcompensate with this course correction. Ask questions first. See?
Your real name isn't Klaasje Amandu.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Tighten it. You've got her.
Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good, now you can tell me
You
the
log
truth.
your work every week. It's all transmitted to common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
She's not lying now. She really is very tired. Her metabolism is failing her.
So what's
The
your
afterglow
real
of
name?
whatever
It's Katarzyna Lazie.
Alright. Katarzyna Elysium.
She nods. Her round eyes meet yours.
Are you
They
even
seem
Miss
moist
Aranye
from the-
37?
I am. They can never take my sash and my scepter from me.
She is. Soul's Weapon, Terry's Bomber Jacket. Who's next? Hey, well.
Yes, they can. For lying.
Yeah. Passport bullshit too? You keep passport hidden?
No. It's submerged in a plastic buoy on the coast, in the reeds. It just doesn't say Klaasje Amandu. It says Anouk Mea Smit.
Falsified documents?
Passport and visa. Given to me by my employer. I can't even use them. My employer probably leaked the name, Mea Smit, to hurt me.
Why would they do that?
I didn't show up to a rendezvous. They don't take that lightly. I didn't show up because I was afraid they'd do something to me. The job was finished. I'm just a liability now.
He is spilling the tea, yes, sir.
She fears an arrest right here and now. This has been an awful turn of events for her.
All right, where's the boy?
West of the boardwalk, in the reeds. On the coast there. I put it there when I first arrived. Haven't been there since. It's useless.
West of the boardwalk in the reeds, huh?
The lieutenant makes a note of it.
You're welcome to it. It's in the reeds northwest.
Enough.
She nods, her back ready for the damage. She knows you're grilling her.
Yeah, I know you didn't make the call to the station. You
I
lied on
did.
that.
What is this? I called your desk or whatever it is. The numbers are all over town. Call 8-100-2 for emergencies. There was an older woman on the other end. It sounded like she was smoking. She took my complaint.
Anyone could know that, sire, by looking around and calling the desk. I don't believe a
I think
single
Drama's
word
getting a little
she
mad
says.
What time did you make the call?
Thursday night. It was late, sometime after 12.
It checks out.
Okay. I don't feel like arresting her right now. Like, she's in trouble for shit in a very far away land. But why have we not arrested her?
There may be grounds here, at least for an extended detention.
A little whimper. The young woman hears you. She's looking around.
Nah, we won't arrest you for now.
She slowly lights another. You are. This is not the end of this.
Yeah. Turn to this later. Let's get back to my proper clothes here. My tracksuit. My cool bird skull thing. That everything? Maybe everything. Let me check. Oh, the shirt. Yes, power armor. Need that power armor. There we go. Besides that, I got my hobo hat. Yep. Everything's checking out. Alright, Clausia. Oh, and now we gotta grill Titus, because more lies upon lies upon lies upon lies here. And then, oh, it's almost 2200, so go get that gun. Although we might save that for the next stream. Titus. My man. Why do we gotta keep doing this dance?
It's you again.
It is?
What is it?
Now I need to talk to Ruby.
Why?
Oh, is she the blue-haired drug smuggler? Maybe. She a real leader.
You're cuckoo, cop. I'm the only man responsible for this unit. Get with it, or fuck off.
How many times must I tell you?
Yeah, fuck off.
I need to pin this on someone to pin on her. Civil War's ruined. The only way to prevent it is solve the murder. That means talking to Ruby.
Sounds like you want to push this steaming pile of shit on anyone. Ruby's one of us. We're not gonna throw her under your moral intern steamroller. Fuck that shit.
And fuck you too, moral
Ruby is missing. If you hide from the police in a murder investigation, you become a suspect. You know how it works, guys.
That's nothing. That's just legalese. You don't even have a sound theory.
I think we'll keep sticking around, Titus. You'll be surprised at how quickly a theory presents itself if you keep looking.
+1 saw the winch. +1 stage like a play. +3 secret route found. Alright, logic. So now we gotta put on our logic clothes. Jeez Louise, that's the name of this stream, eh? This is the clothes swapping stream. Alright. Hang on, Titus, hang on. I'm just gonna change my shirt here. And then once I change my shirt... Oh! You're not even gonna believe it. Logic. Logic. See this hat I'm wearing now, bud? Very logical, isn't it? You know, that hat's better than that. Logic. Now, Titus, my boy, as you see me turn the corner, you see a new man. One that is not to be fucked within the realms of logic. Yeah, look at that. Went from like 3% to 42. Nailed
A
it!
sudden
Oh, look at
flash
that.
of lightning in your neocortex.
Impossible.
The hostel cafeteria is lit by its airy blaze. Floor plans, bullet trajectories, webs of human emotion, all channeled into a single thought.
Why are you so sure Ruby didn't off him?
Because she was here all night with us.
He's cobbling together shit so he can put her away. It's Cop 101.
She was here all night? 11:30 to 12:15? She was here during all that time?
Yeah, with us, drinking, near the stage there.
Yeah, so she didn't go to the toilet?
No.
In the whole 45-minute window?
All right. She took a fucking leak, okay? For one moment. Maybe went out, too. She has a complex operation to run from her lorry. She's a
She's the drug
girl.
dealer from like many streams ago, for sure.
Of course, Ruby is the lady driver in this great big jam mystery. Probably. You'll have to keep investigating. They'll never open up about it.
Just because she was gone for 5 minutes doesn't mean she magically got to the roof and
Maybe
shot
it does.
the
Maybe
murderer.
she's a magical
I've
being.
been through this. It's not plausible.
All right, we're in. We got Ruby unaccounted for sometime during the window. This was crucial. You got his attention. Now don't ruin it by making weird claims. Remember, you can still mess this up.
All right. There's a secret route in the kitchen that leads straight to the roof.
Oh.
It looks like an abandoned pinball workshop.
People say there was a pinball arcade here. Sometime before the hostel.
East Delta Pinball Arcade. Weird place. Went
Yeah,
bankrupt.
you gotta hit him with the drip and make him confess, exactly.
Okay, but how'd you get up? There's no room for a staircase in this building.
There is an
Or
elevator, in
an
fact.
The elevator is outside the building. It's an old dumbwaiter used for moving pinball machines up and down
good one,
from the
Kim.
workshop. Thank you.
The door leads straight to the roof. You can just step outside.
Ruby could have gone up, shot him, come down. All under 7 minutes.
That's right.
That's quite the theory.
Yeah, it's
Need
quite
to
the
have a look at
truth,
that
isn't
secret
it?
Passage, boys.
I'm on it, boss. Right when the law clears, me and Angus are going up there.
It's a dumbwaiter, not an industrial lift. How about I go instead of...
Just now. You got something else to back this route up? Or is that it?
I also found footprints upstairs in the old workshop.
Footprints. Recent.
Yeah, about a week or two.
That close, huh? How fortunate. I'll take a thorough look at those prints myself before I believe that call. Good news is, I'm still listening.
You notice that winch out back?
I've seen the winch. I'm not blind. You saying it's part of the elevator she used to get up there?
Uh-huh.
That's one mystery down then. An architectural mystery. Doesn't much concern Ruby, does it?
Doesn't it, though?
He knows it's something. He's just not ready to say you knew more about Ruby than he does yet.
So you do agree the shot came from the roof, right?
Why not? You can't draw a straight line into Clausia's window from any of the surrounding
Yeah, there.
buildings.
See, I already figured
Not
that
from
one
what
out.
I know about Martinez. Maybe from the coast. But like I said, I've been too busy dealing with you idiots. So no, I don't think it was a sniper.
Unless it was an exceptional, almost godly sniper.
So it said don't do the stupid stuff. So pinballs had nothing to do with that. So have we firmly established Ruby could have access to the roof where he was shot?
Firmly doesn't go well with could've. There's a route to the roof. Me and the boys need to check it out. That's what we've established. But a route does not put that bullet in his head.
Doesn't it, though?
Does that. And Ruby doesn't carry one.
Phase 2, murder weapon. Get a gun in her hand.
See, now I know
If
this is a
not
lie
that,
because I know
then
exactly
at
who the
least
pawn shop sold
shadow
it.
of a doubt, in the shape of a gun.
Anyone can get a gun in Revachol.
Look, fucko. Ruby and I are pretty tight. She would have showed me the gun if she had one. She knows I love guns.
Yeah, Everyone knows Glenn loves guns.
I don't know, Glenny. Ruby's a little secretive, isn't she? Wasn't like she told you every little thing.
This one does not like Ruby. May prove useful.
Okay. Come on, guys. She's one of you. Of course she's carrying. You all are.
Nah. This kind of heat is not easy to come by.
Still, he's thinking about it now.
Okay.
And he knows gunning up has nothing to do.
Look,
Go back.
Yeah.
I don't...
This one does not like Ruby. May prove useful.
So you like waving guns to people's faces? Doesn't mean she does too.
Nah, man. She'd totally wave her gun in your face if she were here right now. And you'd fucking piss yourself.
It's clear this one is protective of her.
Easy now, Glenn. What he's trying to say is, people who don't have guns don't shoot people.
You don't need to prove anything. Doubt is enough for now. And Titus must have some.
I didn't say I proved she had more weapon, just we need to find her.
All right, Cole.
Okay.
Keep
we got
talking. I'll tell you when I've had enough.
Random happy cast player and they just forgot to pull the aim on the ball. Yeah, there you go.
We're not seriously considering
If you don't get the
it,
debuff,
are
you're
we?
gonna miss.
Ruby wouldn't do this. Why would she do something like this?
Phase 3. Motive. The last component. The big one. Get this and they'll give her to you. Remember, don't piss him off. That never works.
It's not why'd she kill him, it's why'd she organize the cover-up.
And I suppose you have a theory on that.
She could have been covering up for herself.
Think about it. Why go through all that effort? It was her idea, wasn't it? The hanging. You went along, but she suggested it.
She had, like, a fully formed plan and shit. Right when she came back downstairs.
Really, Shanks? Claudia wanted to talk to another girl, that's all. She was just the first one up there. I could have come up with that plan if I'd have been first.
You couldn't.
Time for a logics demonstration.
Alright, Titus, let's go to Shanky.
I didn't do it, fucker. It wasn't my plan.
You probably did, though.
It's just a thought experiment. Think, Shanky. You killed him. You got up there, shot him.
And would you prefer to go on trial with your buddies as part of a lynch mob or alone or for committing murder?
Fuck you, man. I would never fuck my guys over like that.
She didn't either. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her? This is fucking stupid, Titus.
Glenn, I thought the same thing when she skipped town and left us in this shit.
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
Oh, there we go.
And she skipped town. This is good.
Maybe it's part of a leadership challenge?
There's no fucking leadership challenge. Just when I thought you were taking this seriously, Cop.
Man, now he's just throwing shit against...
Okay. We ruled out infighting. That's how this works, by exclusion.
There's a bit of truth in there for Titus to react so brashly. He does not like his authority questioned.
And I suppose you have...
Think about it.
She had...
Really, shit?
Time
Let's
for
say
a logics
Eugene. Let's assume you
demonstration.
killed him.
He scoffs.
Think. You kill him. Get up there. Shoot him.
Same deal as
Get
trial,
down.
different guy.
The man is silent.
If she used us to cover her own shit up, well, that's a serious violation of the Hardy Code, boss.
Which is why she didn't. She would never do that. Why aren't more of you defending her?
Glenn, I thought the same thing when...
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely. And she skipped town. This is good.
And I suppose you have...
Think about it.
She...
Really,
Let's try
shit?
this with
Time
Titus,
for a
then.
You're on thin ice.
It's a thought exercise, Titus. Think.
Yeah.
Alone.
What if you did it?
I don't drag my man into shit with me.
If she used us...
But she didn't.
Glenn,
Oh, so he didn't rule her out completely.
But things
And
don't add up.
she
We need to talk to her.
skipped silence. The old man in the corner nods, a very small nod, and a trickle of tobacco spit on his lip. This is the only option he cares for.
That's not what it says. It says the only opinion he cares for.
yeah, I see it. There's one more thing I've been wondering about. Ever since you asked me where she is. I don't know where she went. She just got up and left. Got real scared, too. Wouldn't tell me where. However, Hard, I asked.
Wanna know why?
Wanna know why?
Why?
She was afraid I would tell you. Maybe she was right. By now, I probably would.
She knew there's evidence on her, and she knew we'd find it. This is typical suspect behavior, why fleeing is always incriminatory.
Perhaps. Ask her if you find her. It won't be easy, though. She made sure of that.
Alright, so when she leaves?
Friday afternoon, when you first arrived. I got word the RCM was in town. Then she came in to see me. Told me she was leaving. That's when we had our little conversation.
What's they show scared of?
I told you. You.
RCM?
No, you. As in the cop with the sideburns and the disco clothes.
And a hole in his heart. That first.
No wonder she's afraid. I've come to declare the ending of the human experiment.
Sure. The human experiment. That's real funny.
That's right, she's afraid because I'm super cop, right? Before you went drunk?
You know, when I first saw you limping here, I thought she was paranoid or sniffing her own supply. But now I'm not so sure.
What else she say about me?
She said you have a funny taste in clothes and that you won't stop until you have something on her. She said she's heard of you from Jamrock, that you're a human can opener, that you play suspects against each other. Open them up like cans.
Fucking hell. Titus, did he just...
Open Angus up like a can? Yes, he did. Now, we can whine about it, whack him, or we can go on with our lives. I'm having to go on with our lives kind of day.
It's not an actual question. Silence. He nods.
Is it true, Kim? Am I a can opener?
You are insistent.
Anything else?
Yeah, there was something else. She wouldn't tell me, though. I could see she wanted to. It was burning on her lips. This cop, Titus. This cop, he... But she was too scared.
Scared? You should be, too. A strange fear creeps over you. A metallic taste in your mouth. Everard has a file on you, but that's bogus. What she knows comes from somewhere else. From Jamrock.
The real
stuff. It must be real stuff.
Where'd she go?
She's not far. We know that much. She didn't take her lorry.
Good fucking luck, man. She knows this place like the back of her hand.
Yeah, Al. And we won't either.
She's not really a hardy candidate anymore, is she?
She's not, Glenn.
Have you looked for her?
A little. On the coast.
Where have
leads
you
to the
looked
coast,
for her?
eh?
More precisely.
More precisely, on the coast, past the waterlock. She's not here, so I'm thinking...
Where on the coast should we start looking?
There's some shit houses there. A cinder block town. The fisherfolk there refuse to unionize. I hear they have a shack where junkies sometimes crash.
We will start there.
Right.
One more question. What does Ruby look like?
Blue hair?
Boyish. Hair's red.
Oh.
Dyed. She looks like a Lowry man.
Not much, but we'll do it.
Have to.
We'll
His
shake his
grip
hand.
is firm and reassuring, like holding a piece
He's
of
an asshole, but he's
unpolished
looking out for
granite.
his, right?
Not just granite, tightly packed RCM sergeant material.
That's right, you should be a cop, Titus.
When are you gonna get it through your suicidal head? I already am. I just wasn't sure you were.
And he still isn't. People aren't afraid of good cops in the way Ruby was afraid of you, he thinks.
Alright, there we go. My fancy clothes have opened up a world of investigatory powers. And now we gotta put on our real clothes again. Where's everything? Glasses. There we go. And our hat, we need our beanie. Got a tracksuit on, power armor, track pants. Looks like it's good to go. Yeah, we got a level up. Let's see. Authority is 9. Fuck it. Volition. Crank it. Got another 9 in there. Alright, yeah, it was a good segment. So, everything now is at the coast. Gotta get our gun at the coast. He's hung up on the coast. Everything's all about the coast again. And it is just about to be 10 o'clock my time, so that means our coast adventures will be on the next stream.